Thanks to the tax cuts.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you. This is the land of we the people, right here.
Hello everybody and welcome to our stream tonight. Tonight we'll be covering election results in the runoffs in Georgia and Alabama, as well as the primaries in Oklahoma and the District of Columbia. Along with that, we also have a special House election in the state of California to replace Eric Swalwell. So, a quick overview, by the way, what's up chat, make sure to like the stream, but a quick overview of what is happening tonight. We have some major runoffs for Republicans to see who they will nominate for the top statewide races in the state of Georgia tonight. In the Senate runoff for the Republicans, once again, another clash between Donald Trump and Georgia Governor Brian Kemp. Trump-backed U.S. Representative Mike Collins will be going up against former Tennessee University football coach who was kind of forced into this race by Brian Kemp. Collins finished off very strong in the first round, so he will be coming into this as the big favorite. But in the last couple of polls, it does show quite the tight race here. So who knows? It could be close, guys. So pay attention to this one. And this comes, after lots of tension between President Trump and Governor Kemp. I mean, 4 years ago, Trump attempted to primary out Kemp, so clearly not a good relationship between the two. Speaking of the governor's race, we also have a very hotly contested primary runoff on the Republican side for governor. Now, this will decide who Republicans nominate to go up against Democratic and former Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms. Republicans here, both Kemp and Trump, aligned with Lieutenant Governor Burt Jones. However, this one was a very close race in the first round of the primary, and Rick Jackson has led in several polls. So this could turn out to be another very horrible upset for Donald Trump on his endorsement list. And Rick Jackson, he has considerable backing within the Republican Party. He was backed by fourth place runner-up, not runner-up, but fourth place candidate in the first round, Attorney General Chris Carr, and he's also backed by former Speaker of the House Newt Gingrich and Senators Ted Cruz of Texas and Rick Scott of Florida. So this is going to be a big one. We could see another one of Trump's endorsements fall in the state of Georgia. And in the District of Columbia, both Georgia and DC polls close in just 4 minutes now. And Democrats, for the first time in decades, they will pick their next U.S. non-voting delegate to send to the U.S. House of Representatives. And the progressive in this race is Robert White, and then the more establishment candidates, you have Brooke Pinto and Kenny Zelensky. But the interesting thing about this is going to be the first time where DC uses ranked choice voting. So we're going to see what comes out of that. And also, for the first time in 12 years, Democrats will vote for a new mayor in the District of Columbia, where you have incumbent mayor Muriel Bowser retiring after 3 terms. Janice Lewis George, she is the Democratic Socialist in this race, and she seems like to be the frontrunner, but it's possible former city council member and the more establishment Democrat in this race, Kenyon McDuffie, will catch up in ranked choice voting. So, 2 very interesting primaries happening in the District of Columbia tonight. And then we also have later on in the night poll closings in Alabama for their runoffs, and in the states in the state of Oklahoma. So in Alabama, Republicans are heading into a runoff to choose their candidate for U.S. Senate, who will be the heavy favorite in the general election. You have U.S. Representative Barry Moore, who's backed by Trump. He got 40% of the vote in the first round. He's going up against Jared Hudson, who's the more far-right candidate in this race. Once again, we could see a non-optimal or weak performance by a Trump-endorsed candidate. In the state of Oklahoma, for Senate, Republicans will likely nominate U.S. Representative Kevin Hern, and in his congressional district that he is leaving open, we are looking to see a pretty close race, because it will likely head to a runoff. Remember, Oklahoma does have that 50+1 rule. In the first district, you have Trump-backed Jackson Lohmeyer. He is likely to advance into a runoff with Nathan Butterfield. And also, the governor's seat is open because incumbent Republican Governor Kevin Stitt, who has had his share of feuds with Donald Trump, his seat is open because he is term limited. Donald Trump endorsed Mac Mazzei for this seat over other big candidates like Chip Keating, the son of former Governor Frank Keating, and Jetner Drummond, who is the Attorney General of the state of Oklahoma. So we're looking to see some pretty close races tonight across the South and the District of Columbia. So polls close in the state of Georgia and the District of Columbia in just 1 minute and 20 seconds now. The chat is active, it seems, but guys, make sure to like the stream. Very important you guys do that. Sorry, guys. What is up, mods? Warhawk, Indiana. What's up, Davis? When is Maine's second round? It really depends on how fast they tabulate. I'm not sure. I'll be honest with you. What's up, Russell Lindsay? What's up, Top Waves? What's up? What is Katie Baker? So, guys, make sure to like the stream. But today, joining us, we got DJ, we got Keo, we got Jake. So, DJ, he is a resident of the great state of Georgia, and I'm sure you're going to give us some amazing insight later on into the night in the state of Georgia. So, any takes right now? Just 30 seconds before polls close, DJ.
30 seconds? That's all I get?
Well, no, you get more, because we're going to get some results after. But
all right, well, I'm your Georgia correspondent for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And let's just say, I'm very excited about these races. Usually I wouldn't be because they're Republicans and who cares about them, but sometimes you just gotta watch the other side to see what they're doing. And some pretty fun stuff's going on over there, I'll just say that.
And polls have now closed in the state of Georgia. I mean, they're going to report some votes pretty fast. So, and the District of Columbia. Don't forget the District of Columbia. I can be your little local District of Columbia person to report on this tonight. But we got some very interesting ideological primaries on the Democratic side. Very, very split ideologically between, you got Democratic Socialist Janice Lewis George, who's backed by the DC Metropolitan chapter of the Democratic Socialists of America. And then you have Kenyon McDuffie, who I believe is endorsed by a couple, I don't think that many Democratic establishment like U.S. representatives, but I'm sure he is backed by a couple. But this is gonna be a very interesting race tonight. I'm not sure when we're gonna get our first results, but it should be pretty quick. Any more takes from either Jake or Keo before we get our first results here?
Nope. Yeah, I think it's going to be a very interesting race on the Georgia governor side between Jackson and Burt Jones. The Senate side, I think it's more Collins has it locked in, but right now I'd say that governor's race is the top.
Well, why don't I preview the folks with potentially what to expect tonight?
Oh, also, I was saying McDuffie was endorsed by former DNC chair Tom Perez and U.S. Senator from Maryland Angela Olsa Brooks. Okay,
Cool.
continue, DJ.
So, regarding the Georgia primaries, basically it's an Atlanta versus the rest of the state sort of thing going on here. When it comes to the Senate primary, Mike Collins, the congressman from Georgia's 10th district, his base is in the rural parts of the state, which is a lot of them. So obviously, we're going to be looking for him doing well in rural parts of Georgia. Now, there has been some worry about turnout being down in rural Georgia over the past few days, especially with all the rain and storms, and I've experienced those too. So there could be some fallout in turnout on the rural side, which would really give Derek Dooley a chance to win. Because if you watch the, if you watch the results in the first round, Dooley's base was in the Atlanta area, in the Atlanta suburbs and the metro area generally. So, and obviously, when it comes to Republican primaries, the suburbs produce a bigger share of the vote. So it's very important for Derek Dooley to win those suburbs and win them big. And the same thing is actually going on in the governor's side as well. It's basically the same story. Burt Jones, Burt Jones, he did well in the rural areas. Rick Jackson, he did well in Atlanta and in northern Georgia. So it's really up to both Jackson and Dooley to do well in the Atlanta suburbs and the other urban areas across the state to counter the rural turnout from the other Trump-endorsed candidates.
Yeah, you pretty much summed up it geographically. Also, there are a couple interesting, in the 11th district for Republicans, this is where Barry Loudermilk, he is retiring. Donald Trump did not intervene in this primary, but Loudermilk's handpicked candidate, Rob Atkerson, he actually kind of got crushed by John Cohen in the first round of the primary. So it seems like Loudermilk's successor won't be able to pick it up, but we'll see what happens tonight in the runoff in Georgia's 11th district, just above Atlanta. I'm not sure. Still no results yet? Okay.
Now, an interesting fact in these primaries is that you have two candidates that are Trump endorsed. On the Senate side, it's Mike Collins, but Trump endorsed him literally in like the last 48 hours. So that's a very late Trump endorsement, and we saw what that late Trump endorsement did to Randy Feenstra in Iowa. So if the endorsement came too late to save Collins, we'll see that happen. And then on the GOP side, on the governor's side, Brian Kemp endorses Lieutenant Governor Burt Jones, like, again, in the last 48 hours. A very, very late endorsement, especially after Rick Jackson was getting really high in the polling. There was actually a few polls that showed Jackson beating Jones. So if Jackson beats Jones, that would be a Kemp loss and a Trump loss, which would be, really something interesting. So, honestly, Kemp's kind of cooked either way, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Either, his candidate in the Senate primary loses, or his candidate in the governor's primary loses, or, I don't know.
I mean, it's possible Dooley and... Actually, no, it's not possible that Dooley and Jones both win, because of just... If Dooley wins, then Jackson will win. If Jackson wins, then there's a chance that Dooley might win, but Dooley is still kind of...
and speaking of another Trump endorsement, I want to go to the Alabama runoff, because that's also an interesting race there. In the Alabama Senate primary runoff there, you got Barry Moore, the congressman from the 1st District, Southern Alabama. He's going up against Jared Hudson, a guy who I don't remember exactly what his job is, but I think he does something.
Okay.
Yeah. I think there were a few polls that showed Hudson really closing in on Moore. And
he's a Navy SEAL. I was correct.
He's a Navy SEAL, okay. So there could potentially be a close Trump victory here, or potentially a sleeper upset for Barry Moore in this runoff. No idea. And then also, by the way, talking about a race in the future, South Carolina governor's primary, that's also a potential Trump upset because Pamela Yvette, who
Yeah, she's
Trump
down
endorsed,
big. Yeah.
yeah, she has not been doing well in polling
And
recently, and a lot of Republicans have endorsed the state attorney general, Alan Wilson. And there's also been talk about Trump potentially doing a co-endorsement because he really doesn't like losing. So
winning is the only
yeah,
I was going to
important.
say that.
Um,
He might co-endorse
yeah, I
Wilson. Be
will
like, look, I
say,
didn't lose.
Yvette is down that much in polling, and it's not like Republicans don't know who Trump endorsed. I mean, they gave her 30%, almost not even 30%, almost 30% in the first round. But if she's only getting 30% when everybody knows that she got that Trump endorsement, would she have made the runoff without her that Trump endorsement? Or does the Trump endorsement even hurt her? Because you saw that poll, it showed that 94% of the electorate knew that Trump endorsed Yvette, but only 28% would vote for Yvette. So it really does tell you something. That Trump's grasp on the Republican Party is not nearly as strong as it was in 2022 when he was easily able to oust. Okay.
Well, it kind of differs, because obviously, last month in May we saw Trump crush his opponents, Cassidy, Cornyn, Massey, but it seems to differ from state to state. Not every state treats a Trump endorsement as God Almighty.
Yeah. Absolutely. Also, it might
Mostly those deep
depend
red ones.
on the circumstance. I saw somebody say that it only depends. Oh, okay. I'm gonna finish what I was gonna finish what I was saying, but we have stuff from Fulton County. 43% of Fulton County is in. Derek Dooley is beating Mike Collins, 62-30 in Fulton County. In Fulton County for the governor's race, Rick Jackson is defeating Burt Jones 2-1, 67-33.
Hold on. Okay, I'm pulling up the results. Oh wait,
Yeah, Fulton County.
NBC just
Fulton is
recalled the
first.
results. Okay, that's weird.
Okay, I'll just talk about what's on New York Times right now. So, Jackson is outrunning Dooley by around 4 points in Fulton County. So Jackson is obviously going to be the stronger candidate compared to Derek Dooley here. Dooley is leading Collins by 25 in Fulton. Jackson is beating Jones by 33.8% in Fulton County.
This is exactly what I was talking about. Jackson and Dooley's base is both in the Atlanta metro area. Now, obviously, Fulton and DeKalb are very Democratic counties, so they won't be able to produce that much Republican votes. But the battle isn't in those two counties, but in the broader suburbs and the exurbs around Atlanta directly. So we're talking Cherokee, Forsyth, Hall counties. Those are where the real fun's gonna get going.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I do see that Dooley and Jackson are sort of matching each other in Fulton County, so that is interesting.
Well, I was gonna finish saying before we got this dump here was that I feel like I saw somebody say that it depended on the circumstance of why Trump was endorsing against him. If it was an open primary per se, because we've seen Trump is destroying those incumbents, but an open primaries where there's more choices and voters have less of a, I guess, less of a preference, you could say. Other candidates tend to do better because Trump isn't targeting someone. Oh, we just got a lot of votes. Okay. Yeah, we just got a lot of votes. Jackson is up by 25. Dooley is up by 2.2. We got more votes from the Atlanta suburbs. We also have votes from other parts of the state, like Savannah.
You said where now?
We have everything basically. We have some more from Atlanta. We have some right outside of some exurbs of Athens, and we have some from southeast Georgia. So basically, Buddy Carter's district.
Yeah, and that's also important in the Senate primary too, because Buddy, I don't think Buddy Carter directly backed anybody in the runoff, unless I'm mistaken.
You're right. Rick Jackson is winning counties in southeast Georgia. He's winning Savannah. So clearly Jackson's weak right now.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting. So Jackson is doing much better than Dooley in the rural parts of the state, which really tells you something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This is gonna be interesting.
Collins is winning by 12 in Chatham, while Jackson is winning by. Oh wow. Okay. So both Jackson and Collins are winning by 12 in Chatham County.
So it looks like Collins is picking up Carter's supporters. So that's interesting.
Also of note in the lieutenant governor race, Dolezal is up. JFK, former president, John F. Kennedy.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to look at the New York Times results, but they're giving me a freaking paywall.
Well, you can always watch this stream for the best New York Times results. I mean,
Buddy, that's a delay.
mm.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah, the stream is like super delayed all the time, so
Yeah, whatever you say, bro.
it's true.
Really, we got the most votes right now out of Yeah, that's really where we're only getting votes right now. We do have a good chunk from Houston County, which, you know, Warner Robins.
Houston.
Okay, thank you.
I just gotta I gotta tell you that. Don't blame me. That's how they pronounce it down here.
Okay.
Houston County.
Okay.
Blame it on the South. Well, actually, don't. Blame it on whoever named it.
Mm-hmm. I will say, Collins is basically running the same as Jackson in all of the non-Atlanta counties, but Jackson is running the same as Dooley. Oh, actually better than Dooley in the Atlanta area. So you could honestly, I would say Jackson's the favorite right now.
I think Jackson is the favorite right now. Something I want to point out is one of these exurban Atlanta counties, Forsyth County, we got 45% of the vote in. Jackson is running at 66% there, while on the Senate side, Dooley is only at 54%, 53%. So, yeah.
Oh man, okay.
I think
on
Jackson's gonna win.
On call sheet, Jackson's at a 71% chance.
Oh man, guys, Trump is gonna get a bad endorsement. He's gonna lose a primary. Isn't that fun?
Yeah. Okay, in Georgia Senate, what we're seeing on the Georgia Senate, Mike Collins has basically those odds stay the same. But yeah, very good numbers here to start out for Rick Jackson.
And this is honestly, you gotta almost feel bad for Brian Kemp, but not really, because he tried to back Derek Dooley in the Senate race, which I still don't know why he did that, but like whatever. He got him into the runoff. Okay, hooray. He didn't back his Lieutenant Governor Burt Jones in the primary until the last minute, and now it looks like
we have
both
more
of his
results.
endorsed candidates are going to go down.
Collins has taken the lead.
Oh yeah.
And Jackson's still up by a lot.
I think. Oh yeah, we got some more stuff from around Athens, and Collins is at 50.12% right now, 49.88 for Derek Dooley. On the governor's side, Rick Jackson sits in a massive 20-point lead, 60.8 to 39.2, with 12% of votes reporting. So. Oh wow. Okay. We also have 2% in from Georgia's 11th, the Republican runoff, and Loudermilk-backed Rob Atkerson is only at 27.3% to John Cohen's 72. Cohen is the more far-right candidate. Cohen was endorsed by Andy Harris.
Let me read some comments real quick. Why is Jones underperforming so far? I can't explain that fully because I don't know how Republican voters here in the state think, but Rick Jackson has been spending so much money on ads, and I can attest to this. Every single time I've watched a video, I've seen a Rick Jackson ad. It's so annoying. It really is. He's just bombarded the state with ads. I live in the South.
That's me, but with David Trone.
And every single Rick Jackson ad is that one Brian Kemp interview where he's like, Rick Jackson's been a great supporter of mine, which made a lot of people think that Brian Kemp supported him when he didn't. And then, Brian Kemp obviously endorsed Burt Jones, but it did not. It looks like it's not working right now. But yeah, Jackson just flooded the state with ads. It's been insane.
Warrock District 11 is a blowout right now. Yeah. It seems like Loudermilk's hand-picked successor will only get 30 or 40%, and that's with Gordon County reporting. But yeah, very interesting to see Loudermilk flop so hard here. This final hurrah. Okay, 41 viewers. Okay,
I like
guys,
Rick
make sure to like the
Jackson.
stream. Make sure to like the stream.
Well,
Subscribe if you haven't already.
Rick Jackson's a healthcare executive. That's why he's got so much money. And, you know, who likes healthcare executives? Am I right? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Maybe Russell does. You never know. You never know. Okay, Davis Sharp or Jackson seems MAGA. Well, I mean, they're all MAGA. It's just
They
about
all
which
are.
which one Trump believes will be the most loyal to him.
I think Rick Jackson's wife though is like a resist lib.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying.
We can push him to the left, bro.
Whatever you want to say about that, you can. Rick Jackson is a billionaire. That's why he's doing so much ads. Yes, he's a healthcare executive billionaire. Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, so guys, I fixed the echo on the stream. So if you can in the chat, just tell me if the echo is gone. I don't even know if you guys could hear the echo in the first place, but just tell me if there's no echo anymore. Okay, so we're still at 12% reporting. I would like to see what comes out of Columbus and what comes out of Savannah.
Now, who do you think the E-Day vote's going to skew more towards in the governor and Senate?
Election day?
Yeah, the election.
I have no idea. I mean, you would think the election day votes would skew towards more the Trump endorsed candidate, but
usually
I don't know. Georgia might be the wild card.
Got to see what happens with that.
Speaking of Burt Jones, though, the primary to replace him, the runoff primary to replace him, the primary runoff to replace him is going on, and I just wanted to tell you guys about that because I don't know, that's also happening. You've got Greg Dolezal and John F. Kennedy, as he likes to call himself. 56-44 in that race right now.
No, John F. Kennedy's losing. Oh, no.
I know, very sad.
He's back.
And then in the Secretary of State runoff, which of course Brad Raffensperger left that position, it's Tim Fleming and Vernon Jones. Fleming's beating Jones by 65-35. So.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Honestly,
Fleming's won every county so far.
John F. Kennedy in Georgia should run for president one day and say, "Guys,
the incumbent Republican. The incumbent Republican school superintendent is narrowly ahead by 4% against his challenger, Longrear. So
cool. You know what's so funny about this Dolezal and F. Kennedy race? They're almost tied in Fulton County right now. That's kind of crazy. Like, John F. Kennedy seems to be doing well in the south of the state, kind of, I think, maybe. And Dolezal seems to be doing better in North Georgia. It's a very weird coalition, These down ballot races can get very weird.
Okay, Collins is ahead by more now.
Oh, we got some more, really just everywhere. From the central part of the state. Jackson, he's about to fall below 60, but do expect that to continue to tick down for a bit.
Yeah.
Okay, let's read the chat here. Russell, I think Massey's gonna write a book. Okay. Water, I don't think the CIA killed. Okay, no. Russell, the truth is Massey isn't a Democrat. He's a Republican that's anti-interventionist and isn't corrupt. Well, you're not wrong.
Well, isn't corrupt. I don't know about that because every politician is corrupt in some way, but he is authentically libertarian in all the good ways and bad ways. Let's put it like that.
Do the bad ways outweigh the good ways?
Well, it depends on the day. Right now they don't, but that's because he was helping to release the files.
He's in his glorification period, I would say right now. Okay.
Let's not call.
So Jackson's up by 20, Collins is up by 2. I do want to see how is Jackson running here. Okay, so Collins is doing better than Jackson outside of Macon. In Athens.
Excuse me?
Macon. My bad, bro.
No, no, you're still wrong.
Okay, dude, it's a city in Georgia, okay?
It's Macon.
Yo, I'll pronounce it how I want. Okay.
No, you won't.
In
Not while
Chatham
I'm here.
County, Jackson up by 2. Oh yeah, okay, that's still the same. In Barrow County, that's Athens suburb. Dooley is up by 0.2, while Jackson's up by 28. So clearly, Jackson is doing better in Dooley in a lot of parts, and he's also sometimes doing better than Collins in some parts of the state that shouldn't. Okay, Jackson just fell below 60.
No, I just closed the stream.
Jackson just fell below 60 to 59.5%. Burt Jones now sits at 40.5. Collins just gained 0.7. Dooley obviously lost 0.7. So, Collins, he's adding some buffer to his lead right now. To see if, I don't know. Will Dooley be able to at least retake the lead at some point in the night? We'll have to see.
I don't know. It depends on how well he does in North Georgia. Because, like, all the half of the state lives in the Atlanta metro area, obviously. So if Dooley does better there, he might be able to outweigh Collins' deep advantage in the South. But I don't know.
Yeah, I couldn't say that. You took the words right out of my mouth. I will say Dooley is actually winning a random county in the South. He's winning Long County, which has 7 votes. So I got some stuff there. But the map at the end of the night will look very split north and south. So it really does tell you what's happening in Georgia. How is your county reporting, DJ? No, it's not. Okay.
It's not. Lee County is reporting though.
Oh, yeah.
Interestingly enough.
Oh, we got some more. Jackson just lost 0.2. Jones gained 0.2, and then, oh yeah, Collins gained quite a bit. I think that was from. I don't even know where that was from. Not sure. The Georgia House race is a blowout. Do we have more? We don't have more, but yeah, Cohen's destroying Edgerson right now.
Mike Collins is sweeping South Georgia. Yes, he is. He was doing that in the first round too, so that that makes sense. But yeah, he really is. So it's like, so the governor's race is sort of I don't even know what's going on there, but the Senate race looks like a North versus South battle, if you want to put it like that.
Yeah,
Collins Collins now leads by 4.8%. Jackson leads by 18.4. Okay. Indiana.
It's narrowing, but slowly.
I think
Dooley is a Democrat winning. Dooley's like a Democrat winning urban areas.
So
well,
true.
kind of.
Oh my god, the markets are going crazy.
Dooley, moderate Republican, he said he didn't vote for Trump in 2016 and 2020. I think he did say that, and that was one of the Trump stated reasons why he didn't endorse him, and also because he said Biden won the election, which, whatever.
Horrible. That's horrible.
I know. Such a betrayal.
Okay, the county. Oh, there's 3 counties that have actually reported all their votes. Beckley County with 1,500 votes. Jackson leads by 0.41. Pulaski Jones is winning by 2. Okay, which county has the most votes? Fulton, obviously. Forsyth. Okay.
Forsyth.
All right. Okay.
Hey, this is what you get for getting me on here. Talking about my state.
Yeah, well, you're gonna pronounce Montgomery County wrong on next Tuesday. Trust me.
No.
Okay. Oh, we just got some more votes.
I'm gonna pronounce it Manhattan.
No percentage change wrong. What's happening? Okay. Oh, that was Gwinnett. We got Gwinnett County.
Oh.
Yeah, Gwinnett County. Rick Jackson won by 28 with 42% reporting.
All right.
For the Senate race, Gwinnett went to Dooley by 18. So now that margin for Senate just tightened up to 2.4% for Collins. Have we liked the stream, guys? Like the stream. Rest in peace, Jimmy Carter, October 1st, 1924 to December 29, 2024. Yeah. Rest in peace.
Yeah, I miss him. He went to my church, you know? He spoke at my church. That was really something.
Only Jason Carter ran for governor.
If only. No, actually, no. If only Lucy McBath ran for governor. But they
Yeah.
didn't.
No, people thought she would run, like a year ago, but
I thought she would run
Yeah.
too, but then, her husband, I think, got cancer. So,
oh,
yeah.
that's horrible. Pray my prayers will go out to her. Okay. Well, didn't she? I think she lost her. That's why she ran for Congress, right? She lost her son to like. What was it? Was it?
I don't know. You can't ask me about 2018 stuff. All right. I don't know
Okay.
about that.
Dooley just gained 0.2. I think we got. I don't even know what we got, but he gained 0.2, so the margin's 2% now, and Jackson also gained 0.2. That might have been Walton County.
Hold on.
Actually, no, it wasn't Walton
I
County.
swear Jones is crapping the bed in Atlanta. He is, and it's really bad in Atlanta. Like, which, obviously matters a lot because, Atlanta is where, again, the Atlanta area, broader Atlanta metro area is where half the state lives. So, it's kind of important to do well there.
We just got Walton County. Jackson won by 26, and Dooley.
Where is that?
Walton County, that's one of the suburbs by. It's like in between Atlanta and Athens. Dooley won by 8, while Jackson won by 18.
Yeah, so you really see the difference here between Dooley and Jackson. Jackson is doing well, extremely well in the Atlanta suburbs and exurbs. Dooley is sort of just barely hanging on there, which is keeping the race tight, but it's not getting him enough to hold the leader, the first place spot.
And remember, once the rest of the state reports down south, he's not going to be able to hold the line to make it within 2 points. He's probably going to lose by high singles at this point.
Perhaps.
Okay.
Brian Kemp is pretty popular in Georgia, I think. He is, which is funny because like he's actually a pretty conservative governor, all things considered. It's just that, he didn't like Donald Trump trying to steal the election. So that's why he's sort of seen as a quote unquote moderate Republican or a establishment Republican.
That's
but
like
he's not really.
Yeah. DeKalb is the only part of the Atlanta metro that is yet to report. So.
I believe Brian Kemp is like the first Republican Georgia governor that wasn't previously a Democrat, which kind of tells you something about how long Georgia has had Democratic governors. So
interesting.
Yeah, because before him it was Nathan Deal, and he was a Democrat before, and before him was Sonny Perdue. By the way, is the cousin of former Senator David Perdue. I think Sonny Perdue was also a Democrat previously, I think. So, yeah. And
then if you don't know, David Perdue, he was backed by Trump, propped up by Trump to primary Brian Kemp in 2022.
Exactly. It all connects together.
Yes. No, if you go through 2 or 3 Wikipedia pages for any politician, you're going to find somebody that you already know. If you know enough.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, I went through Lindsey Graham's past primaries, and Nancy Mace tried to primary him in 2014. She was on that list. I don't know why. I don't know what she was doing there, but she was there.
She did?
She was actually in Lindsey Graham's 2014 primary race. And she did as bad as she did in the governor's primary. So yeah. I guess Brian Kemp's endorsement for Jones was so bad that Jones is underperforming in the runoff. Not necessarily. It's just that Rick Jackson has just been absolutely flooding the state with ads, and Jones hasn't been. And Brian Kemp's endorsement, came like again in the last 48 hours, which really he should have backed him from the beginning because he's his lieutenant governor. But maybe they have some beef or something. I don't know. So it's sort of like Kemp allowed Jackson to get ahead this far, and then only stepped in to save his, again, lieutenant governor at the last minute.
Well, I mean, Georgia isn't a state where you have a ticket for the governor's races, so, I mean,
yeah,
it's not too crazy that they might not be too close.
Yeah, but, like, still.
6 minutes ago, the VoteHub Wincast gave Collins a 72% chance to win, Dooley a 28% chance, but that was from 6 minutes ago.
Mace got 4% of the vote in 2014? Yes, she did. Hilarious, I know.
Oh, we got some more votes from the Georgia governor primary, but no percentage. Actually, no. No, I think there was no percentage change. It was just a couple rural counties.
DeKalb came in.
Oh, yes, DeKalb. Dooley won it by 26, is winning it by 26, and Jackson's winning it by 32. So, I mean, Dooley isn't underperforming Jackson by as much in Atlanta, the Atlanta metro, compared to the rest of the state, but that's still not going to be enough to...
Well, what seems to be going on here is that in the two counties that make up Atlanta proper, Fulton and DeKalb, Dooley is running pretty close to Jackson. But when you get outside of Atlanta proper and go into the suburbs like Gwinnett County, that's where Dooley really starts to fall off and Like in DeKalb County, for example, Jackson has 66%, Dooley has 63%. But then when you go to Gwinnett County, Dooley's at 59, Jackson at 64, and then you go farther out into the actual exurbs, the Republican areas, like in Forsyth, Jackson at 66, Dooley at 53. So,
Yeah.
That seems to be how things are shaking out right now.
Can't be affording to have those underperformances, but
True. What did Perdue do that he is awful in people's opinions? Just classic corrupt politician stuff. Insider trading,
Didn't in 2020 he not show up to debate Ossoff, I think, if I remember correctly?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was that famous. Yeah, he went to one debate with Ossoff, got completely destroyed, and then didn't show up to the second one, which has that famous picture of Ossoff debating an empty podium. Which, I don't know what he thought he was going to do there with that whole thing.
Yeah, but I think in the governor's race so far, we are seeing Jones do better with the same-day batches we've gotten so far.
I don't think we've gotten any same-day batches.
There's some counties apparently where we have same-day batches.
Well, that's probably like very, very rural counties.
Yeah. Could replicate though. It's potential, I think, because what we're looking at least Kornacki was saying. It's a pretty big swing. It was like, let's see. +8 for Jackson in the early vote, and then...
Can't wait to watch that back when it's all over.
+10 for Jones in the same day batches. So
polls underestimated Jackson, it seems. Perhaps, but they did show his momentum, and I was kind of surprised by that. I was like, wow, geez. But when you live in this state like I do, there were so many ads. So many. I don't even watch TV anymore. I just watch YouTube, but so many ads. It's actually insane.
Okay. All right.
I mean, I see a path for Dooley. He just really has to run it up.
Yeah, that it's not over for Dooley. It'll be a close race. It's just he needs to really do better in North Georgia. Like yeah, which
So,
yeah, obviously that's where the population is. But I would like to see how Dooley does in the other urban areas in the state, like Columbus and Augusta, and well, he's not doing well in Savannah, so I guess scratch that.
so I didn't talk about this at the start of the stream, but we do have a special election in California's 14th congressional district. This was obviously Eric Swalwell's seat before he resigned, and the favorite is going to be Aisha Wahab. In the scheduled primary, she easily won. She got 38%. She advanced into the general election with fellow Democrat Melissa Hernandez. But this is going to be interesting to see if Aisha Wahab can clear 50%, because in these special elections in California, if no candidate reaches 50% in the first round of the special election, it will go into a runoff. But we'll see if Wahab is going to be able to avoid that 50% threshold tonight.
You say it like we're gonna stream that election.
We are.
Who?
The crew.
I'm-
Okay.
No, I'm not.
All right.
I
Yeah.
gotta hog out
Okay.
at 9, so like, don't even.
Ossoff over Purdue any day. Okay. Maryland, are you streaming 5 hours? Yes, we are. We are. Okay.
No.
All right. 27% reporting on the Republican primary statewide. Dooley's down by 2.2.
Oh,
Jones is down by
wait.
18.6.
Yeah. Columbia County's reporting.
Yes, that would
Oh.
be the suburb of Augusta.
In the 11th district, Atkerson did tick up quite a bit to 36.7%, but he's still down by 26 to John Cohen. So, some more news out of Georgia's 11th. Columbia. Oh, okay, Columbia. That's
I'm sure you guys are wondering how John F. Kennedy is doing right now. He's still down by like 10. So yeah, sad to report that.
Oh, so who's excited
F.
for next Tuesday? I know we're all so hyped for that. I mean, no, just setting Maryland aside, we have some really just crazy Democratic ideological battles in New York City. I mean, you could find everything you want in New York City alone, but you also have some stuff going on, some stuff going out on. Oh my God, I cannot speak right now. Some stuff
We
You guys
know.
wanna know
going
what I'm
out,
excited about for next
going
week?
on out west in Utah. But it
Let's go
seems like
with Brian
progressives are
Jordan.
going to be splitting the field there and leaning to Ben McAdams to return to the U.S. House, and then obviously
Bennick
in Maryland,
Adams.
Ben McAdams, yes, and then in Maryland you have an open seat in Maryland's 5th congressional district, the first time the seat has been open since the 80s, and you have the most expensive House Democratic primary in the nation between
Here we go.
April McLean Delaney and David Trone. So, and also the county executive races are very interesting in Montgomery County and Baltimore County.
Just be prepared, guys. That's the first of many times he's gonna mention that guy's name.
By the way, guys, next week we have to all look forward to April McLean Delaney defeating David Trone.
So true.
All right.
That is
not
what
gonna
I'm
Not because I like her,
Oh.
just because I want the boss to lose.
Could use my laptop next week to see the results.
Oh, we've got something from a. Well, okay. I see what's going on here. You've got something from Augusta in the governor's primary, but not in the Senate. That's weird.
Oh yeah, what the hell?
Very weird.
And so that's what, Richmond County.
Yes, that would be Richmond County. Mm. Um. mm, Don't really have much to say.
Well, I mean, in
Uh,
19 minutes, we get poll closings in Oklahoma, Alabama, and the District of Columbia. So,
I'm worried about how slow Alabama could count.
yeah. But I mean, I don't think it's going to be that close. More should kind of have in the bag.
We'll see. We'll see. I would
I
love an
think we.
upset though. I actually got an ad for Barrymore like a day ago, which I don't even live in Alabama, but I guess I don't know, maybe the Alabama markets reached me or something.
I mean, well, you're
I
not
don't know.
that far.
I mean, I guess yeah. I'm like three counties away.
And the counties there are so tiny.
Yes.
Warhawk, I should just run
Um,
for Iowa Gov. So true. Uh, you'd have to first move to Kansas, though. Oh, I think Jackson lost a point too. Um,
so true.
I don't know. I don't know what's reporting. I'll run for our primary and just vote myself and do zero campaigning. Just a website, yeah.
I would
Like
vote for.
Zach Lon, because Lon did like no campaign. Actually, no, I think. Well, I mean, I guess he was somewhat of a dark horse. Uh, okay.
Yeah.
We're kind of just waiting on more stuff from Georgia. I'm gonna check one thing. One sec, guys.
Well, yeah. I wanna. I'll do another comparison here. So we've got some stuff from Augusta, Richmond County on the border with South Carolina here. Jackson up 61-39 against Jones. On the Senate side, Collins is up 52-48 versus Dooley. So again, that shows you again another comparison here. Jackson is doing well everywhere. Dooley was supposed to be doing well in the urban areas. He's not even winning Augusta right now. Um, Seems to be more of a geographical divide than a urban rural divide on the Senate side, and then the governor's side is just Jackson's just gonna win, I think. Rob Sand's been in statewide office for 8 years. Someone new would be nice. Well, cool.
Well, Rob Sand would be new because you'd have a new governor. So
Yes, exactly. You have a new governor. Um,
The random Democratic, like, he's like
I haven't even. What even happened in the state auditor primaries? I have no idea.
I'm not sure. Um,
Well, someone can check on that. PUV, your local Senate race is two sucky unqualified candidates, so you need to make yourself known.
oh,
True.
VoHub has their win cast as 93% for Collins, 7% for Dooley.
Feels that feels a little. I don't know about that. It's a little extreme, to be honest with you. But we'll have to see. Lon is a farmer and is Maha. I want that for Iowa. Well, you do you. I don't know if I would trust Maha with Iowa, but hey, that's your decision. We're going to make America healthy again.
Yeah. It is interesting how they were able to form their own faction, though.
Yeah. Chris Coroner, she Iowa State auditor nominee. Cool. That's great.
Mustang, why is there nothing out of DC? It's because DC, the polls close in 14 minutes, actually, so just wait a
Yeah,
sec.
DC polls close at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Iowa has high cancer stuff, so a person who wants to make it more healthy is good. I mean, look, I respect that. I just don't trust the Maha movement to do that. Because, like, would you really trust, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. with your health?
Plus, why would somebody who lives in Iowa want a Kansan to be their governor? Like, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, not
Jackson.
Cobb County. Wait.
Okay.
Oh?
No, we've had the Cobb for a while.
No,
No, Cobb.
Cobb.
Oh, Cobb. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So again, Jackson at 64%, Dooley at 57%. So the story continues. When is my county going to report? That's what I care about.
I don't think they're to produce much votes for the Republican primary.
No, really.
We should check your precinct, DJ.
Oh, okay, buddy. Don't even think about trying to dox me on stream.
I don't even know where you live. I know. Okay, I know something.
Yes, you do know where I live.
Oh no, not your address.
Oh my gosh, you don't know my address.
Horrible.
But you know my city, my county, my congressional district. Well, I guess no one cares about that, but
You're. Okay, let's stop there. Honestly, we see here, all of the big vote producers. Dude, I realize how little counties Jones. Dude, Jones is literally winning like no counties.
I mean, it doesn't really matter how many counties he wins per se.
Well, yeah, I know. It's
'Cause,
just that there's Jones has barely anything on the board.
Yeah, this is like, hey, it's a loss for Trump, so I'm happy. But this is like disgusting. The potential defeat that's about to happen here. It's like Paxton defeating Cornyn.
Yeah, I mean,
I wouldn't trust RFK to do anything except swim in sewage. So true. And what was the other stories he had? Like a bear, something about a bear, and
sniffing.
Didn't he like tie a whale to the top of his car or something? I don't even know. You could literally write a whole book about the weird stories that guy has.
Yeah.
Those are like a bedtime. You can write bedtime lullabies about them or something. I don't know.
Yeah, Jackson just keeps getting. Look at votes left. It's still mostly out of northern Georgia, so Jackson might even get more percent than he has right now by the end of things. So.
Mm-hmm. So the real battle is the Senate primary, which is actually interesting. And I'm very interested to see how this turns out because this is so interesting. This geographical north-south divide.
The only times Republicans buck Trump is when the candidate that they nominate instead of Trump's endorsement is even more unelectable than the candidate that Trump endorsed.
Really?
I mean, yeah, Zach Lon is more unelectable. I would say Alan Wilson is more unelectable. Rick Jackson's definitely more unelectable. And Derek Dooley is also more unelectable.
Dooley is more unelectable? I mean, he's like a moderate Republican, kind of. I mean, there's nothing really special about Derek Dooley. He's just sort of a bland thing. Mike Collins has like some weird tweets, and I didn't bring this up earlier, but I'm gonna bring it up now. Apparently, there was something about Trump not really wanting to endorse Mike Collins because apparently he was too far right on abortion for Trump, which I mean. I'm just saying. Maybe that tells you something. Now, between Jackson and Jones, who was the worst candidate, I don't know. I don't like either of them. One of them is a healthcare executive, and one of them is a MAG lieutenant governor. So, they both suck. But
we got 10 minutes until poll closings in Washington D.C., Alabama, and Oklahoma. So brace
Cool.
for impact, guys. We got a lot of poll closings in 10 minutes.
At least Georgia can count, unlike Maine. Well, Maine can count. It's just that, Maine and Alaska and are very rural states. And, obviously, like, there's a lot of small towns with, like, people spread out over 70 miles. So it takes a little longer to count votes. Although, I will say, though, this is something I've been saying for a while now. People rag on California about counting, and they should. But people don't talk enough about Maine and Mississippi and how slow they count. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I just got a DSCC text. Nathan, we've just launched an urgent triple match to help us fight for key seats.
Ooh,
and flip the
let
state.
me interrupt you. My count is reported. This is
Wow,
all that matters now.
Thank you. Doherty, Mike
let's-
Collins is up by 14, and Jackson's up by 20. Mason.
So that's interesting. All right.
Okay, so your gift can help Democrats like these win key seats, and then they show Roy Cooper, Mary Peltola, John Ossoff, and Sherrod Brown.
But they don't show Graham Plattner, do they?
And then at the bottom it says, "We have to fight for this," in quotes, President Obama.
Ranked choice voting sucks. Why do both of you think ranked choice voting sucks?
Because it takes longer to get results.
I mean,
Yeah, no. I support ranked choice voting.
you're essentially getting an instant runoff. Like, that's essentially what you're getting. Right?
Yeah, you're right, TJ.
Because, like, with these runoff elections, it's been what? A month since the primary happened? But with ranked choice
Yeah.
voting, you get the results in at least around a week.
Wait, why does South Carolina have the runoff so early? They
I
have it
don't know.
next Tuesday. It's been 2 weeks.
I don't know. Yeah, at that point, you should just do ranked choice voting. It would be
Exactly.
faster. And look, if the problem with ranked choice voting is that, it takes too long, I get that argument, but, like, I don't really know if I agree with it.
Okay, NBC projected Tim Fleming to win. Okay. Cool. Just watched that as I was on the Secretary of
RCV
State.
takes forever. We used to have results within a day or two. Runoff gives people time to do more campaign. RCV doesn't. I mean, I guess. Does that really change the outcome of the results, though? RCV is confusing for me. It shouldn't be. It really shouldn't be. You just rank the candidates in order of which one you want the most. Like,
And then in like, New York City makes it easier for you. You get to rank, only 5 candidates, but you get to choose how many you rank. I mean,
exactly.
you can
And it
literally
also
vote
allows-
for one if you want to.
And also, it's RCV is better than runoffs due to vote splitting. Yeah.
Yeah, in runoffs, that makes you even more worried about your vote potentially causing a candidate to win, right? So, yeah. We got
And then
listed-
also with ranked choice voting, you can have you can have coalitions, right? Like Mamdani did in New York. You could have
The
co-endorsements, right? Yeah, a slate. And that allows for your vote not to go to waste, right?
Yeah,
So, like,
absolutely.
Yeah.
What's up, Rip Roaring Rick? RCV is better than. Oh yeah, no, you already said that. Russell Lindsay. Okay, Bo Ba, Mary Peltola, Roy Cooper, Mallory McMorrow, maybe Josh Shrek, Ashley Moody, David Jolly, Rob Sen, Michael Bennett, Keisha. What is this? Also, guys, we should support Phil
Rank your
Weiser over Michael Bennett for
Hold on.
Colorado governor.
Rank your candidates from best to worst. I mean, yeah, that kind of is essentially what it is. That's what ranked choice voting is. You rank the candidates. Okay, so the candidate that you want to win or that you want to vote for, you rank first, and then your second choice would be, number 2, and then third choice would be number 3, so on and so forth. You don't have to rank everybody, obviously, and then obviously if no candidate gets 50%, then the second choice, then that's well, it goes by place. So like, let's say you have 5 candidates, right? The candidate in 5th place would get eliminated, and then the candidate in 4th place would get eliminated in the next round, and then so on and so forth.
Russell Lindsay, also Mallory McMorrow, it's the end of the road for her. I mean, come on. I mean, unless Haley Stevens has this massive scandal or something and falls off, then McMorrow's gonna lose. She's gonna get less than 25 at most. So honestly, I would say, I guess, just support Abdullah Saeed. I mean, he's not that bad, even if you're moderate. And also for Colorado governor, I mean, you should probably just support Phil Weiser over Michael Bennett because, I mean, you're not gonna lose Colorado, right? So you might as well nominate the most progressive candidate in Colorado. Rip Roaring Rick. Russell Lindsay, El Sayed nuts and far left. He can't win. Well, I mean, he can win, and he definitely has.
Yeah, he
the
obviously
resources to
can
do
win.
so. Yeah.
And look, I think the complete flop of McMorrow really shows that her brand of politics just isn't really working in the Democratic Party anymore. Really, in a Democratic primary between establishment and a progressive, trying to straddle the middle between the two was never going to be a viable option for her long term. Like, if the Michigan primary was earlier, I think she might have had a chance. But as time wore on, as the campaign kept on going and going, and the primary isn't until August, so there's still more time left. Her flaws became more and more exposed, and everyone realized that, she just doesn't really say anything interesting, or no one believes her, or she's not saying anything specific, or so on and so forth.
Also,
And
polls are closing in DC, Alabama, and Oklahoma in just over a minute now. So prepare for some exciting results out of 2 states and our nation's capital.
I guess last place gets eliminated first because of Angus King III. Yes. 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 Yes.
I'm so excited to see ranked choice voting at play here for the first time in DC.
SIF for Michigan. So true.
What's
I
up,
like you,
Joshua Agoma? Elsa. Oh, okay.
And Rip
That's
and
cool.
Rip Roy and Rick, I like both of you for supporting El Sayed. You should totally subscribe to me. I'm just joking, but not really.
Okay. Russell Lindsay,
Shouldn't
you're voting
every
for
election
Michael
have-
Bennett and John Hickenlooper?
That's interesting.
They
Shouldn't every
both
election
have-
have RCV?
Nomination.
Maybe. I think it works in other elections better than in others. So I think when you have, very highly contested primaries, like in a long held seat by some long term incumbent and they retire, and you got like a bajillion people running in that seat, I think ranked choice voting would be best in those types of primaries. But actually, maybe RCV should be candidate dependent then. Like if the primary list is or the primary ballot is more than 5 people, then our ranked choice voting
that
should go into
exists.
play.
That exists. So.
But if the list is only 2 people, then ranked choice voting doesn't need to apply because there's only 2 people on the ballot.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Or 3.
3 is
I don't know. I'm still thinking about it.
Rip Roaring Rick, one of the Colorado Republican governor candidates, says he isn't a politician. He's trying to be a Zach Lawn, and in fact, that candidate killed multiple people. Republicans have no chance in Colorado. Yes,
Oh yeah,
and
I've
also
seen that. I don't know what's going on there.
you also
The
have
Colorado GOP is in trouble.
former U.S.
Just
Representative Greg Lopez, who was a Republican, and he's running as an independent in the Colorado governor's race, which will certainly take a lot of votes from the Republican if they nominate someone
yeah,
insane like this.
it's Colorado GOP needs help
And Greg Lopez,
badly.
if you don't know who he is, he took Ken Buck's seat after he resigned for like
He's lost.
a year.
Okay, can I do the thing now?
Oh yeah, polls closed. I forgot.
Yes, it is 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and polls have now closed in the states of Alabama, Oklahoma, and the District of Columbia. So we'll be awaiting results from those three, well, those two states in that one district very soon.
Republicans have no candidate for mayor, which is funny.
Shocking. Who could have seen that coming?
No, 3 people ran, but not a single one qualified. Jackson's at 58.3 now. Collins is at 52.0. Okay.
DJ, how would you rank your candidates in the main governor's race? I don't know, to be honest with you. I don't know anything about the main governor's race. I got to be honest with you. But let me use my governor's race as an example. I would probably rank Jason S. Steves first, then Keisha Lance Bottom second, and then Michael Thurman third, and then
The guy
who's the
you
other
met.
guy?
Yeah.
Derek Jackson fourth,
Oh, Jeff Duncan.
and then I think that's it. So that's just
You
an
wanna even
example for
run
me.
Jeff Duncan.
Geoff
Former
Duncan. Well, no, he
LG.
does not want to
Oh.
rank.
Let's put him at fifth because, like, I don't trust him. While we wait for Georgia, do you all think Georgia will be the next Virginia, Colorado? You know, I've answered this question so many times, and this is something I feel very strongly about. No, it won't. Because when it comes to Colorado and Virginia, it's just there's a lot different stuff going on there. I think I saw a map on Twitter where it's like, here's how the highest 20% of income people voted, and then most of the states were sort of similar to the presidential map, but Georgia was red. And I think that shows you that there's still a lot of room to grow for Democrats in Georgia. I don't think it's ever going to become the next Colorado or Virginia, as in like reliably blue Democratic states, because for that to happen, you need a high black turnout always, which is not a guarantee. And then 2, you need those Atlanta excerpts to start flipping. Because you've got the suburbs, right? The suburbs are pretty blue. The Atlanta suburbs are pretty blue. Atlanta itself is pretty blue. And that keeps the state close. But what's keeping the state red is the rules are deep red, obviously. And then the exurbs around Atlanta. Very, very red still. Southern suburbs and exurbs are way redder than northern exurbs and suburbs. So once those counties, those Atlanta exurban counties, start getting closer in margin, then we can talk about Georgia becoming like reliably blue. Until then, it'll be a close state.
Come on, let's
I'm
get
just
some
gonna
of
point
DC
something out really
in.
quick.
Okay.
In Oklahoma, Democratic primary for governor, there's a candidate just named Araya. Arya.
Wait, for
A-
what?
R-
Araya.
For
Nothing
governor?
else.
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah, look at the.
Yes, I see
Oh.
that.
That's interesting.
Let's see how many votes she gets. Okay, so the races we're watching at the 8 p.m. poll closings, obviously DC mayor, DC delegate, Alabama Senate runoff, Oklahoma for their governor primary for the Republicans, and also the Republican primary for the 1st Congressional District in Oklahoma, which is Kevin Kern's seat that was left open. Rip
Why
Roaring
is
Rick.
John Ossoff
Yeah.
so popular? He's just a good politician, to be honest with you. Like, compared to how he was back when he lost that suburban Atlanta seat in 2017, he's really improved since then. And obviously it helps that he went up against a terrible candidate in David Perdue.
Oh, we
in
have stuff from
2020. He's
Alabama.
up against-
Mobile County 1%, but we have like 140 votes. Moore's at 55.5, Hudson's at 44.5. So
All right, let me
Just a tiny little vote batch for Mobile.
Oh, and Mobile actually is part of Barry Moore's congressional district. That's the first district. That's in southern Alabama. Includes, I think, Dothan and Mobile. So it's only 0.7%. So you can't really discern anything from that. But if Moore is like held to close margins in his own congressional district, that might tell you something about how the race is going to go.
What's your prediction for Alabama Senate runoff? Well, Moore is certain to win. I feel like a lot of people think that. Unless you see some crazy lawn upset there, but I would at least say Moore would win by low double digits.
I think Moore is likely to going to win, but I don't know what's going on there really, so I can't really make a full prediction on that.
Oh, Jackson's really ticking down now. He's only at 57.7 now. And Jones
Ossoff is the best fundraiser in American history that maybe Joe Tyrego. That also does help. Ossoff is in good graces with Democratic voters in the state. My mom's side of the family lives in Shelby County, Alabama. Oh, cool. No way. Actually, this is another one of those dynamics that's going to play out here, because Jared Hudson back in the first round did well in the Birmingham metro area, so that's Jefferson County obviously, but Shelby County is included in that as well. That's a very big Republican vote producing county. So if Jared Hudson does well there again, that could really mean something for the primary runoff. All right.
Okay, well, DDHQ projected Mike Collins to win, so I don't know.
DDHQ.
Why? We don't even have half the vote in yet. I don't know what to. This is why we don't listen to DDHQ, guys. Because
yeah,
come on.
There's still a path for Dooley. I don't know why they called it.
Yeah, it's a narrow path, but it's not an impossible path per se.
But
I guess it's because they're seeing the same day vote favoring Collins. So it's
maybe, but it's still gonna be close when all said and done. I don't want to call it this early.
I'd say Collins ends up with 55%.
Back to John F. Kennedy in the Georgia Lieutenant Governor primary. He's still at 45%. Sort of a north-south divide going on here in this primary as well for some reason. I don't really know what's going on here, to be honest with you. He's nearly tied with Dolezal in Fulton County and DeKalb County. It's weird. It's weird. Down ballot elections are weird.
Yeah.
DDHQ is way too aggressive with calls. Dooley counties are less important than Collins counties. Also true. Dooley is doing. He's underperforming Jackson, yes, but he's doing well in he's doing well in the Atlanta metro area. So, and that's where all the people live. So I don't know why they would call it so early. Very weird.
Keo said they probably just saw. They probably see enough election to vote going to Collins where they were comfortable making it.
Yeah. Let's see. Did they see enough vote for that Seattle mayor race or New Jersey 11? No, they didn't.
No, that New Jersey 11 vote was that was funny.
That was very funny. Literally, we don't even have half the vote in statewide yet. I'd say at least wait until then to say something.
I think Collins is the clear favorite, but still.
Thoughts on Dan Sullivan versus Peltola in Alaska? Ooh, that's an interesting race. Will the odds? Yeah, I think he did get kicked off the ballot, which, in my personal opinion, is kind of stupid. You shouldn't just be kicked off the ballot just because, your name is the same.
Yeah.
But, we'll see. That's definitely a sleeper race. Maybe not sleeper per se, because Democrats kind of have to win Alaska to win the Senate. But it is, he could be the next Bob Casey. Let's put it like that. The next Bill Nelson. Two Dan Sullivans as well. There's actually three, I'm pretty sure. I think
Mayor of
another Dan
Anchorage.
Sullivan. Yes, another Dan Sullivan is the mayor of Anchorage. So
Was, I think.
yeah, Alaska has got some weird political stuff. Always interesting.
Alaska's pretty wacky.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're connected to Canada.
Nothing.
Very funny, I know.
Come on, DC, police report. I'm gonna see if there's anything on Twitter I can find on DC.
I'm just looking at that ballot question in Oklahoma.
Oh, by the way, in Georgia's 11th district, John Cowan was the projected winner in that primary. I don't know if
Yeah.
anyone said that, but yeah.
I think you're the first.
Oh, Dilly just fell to 46%.
Ooh. They take some votes
Burt
away or
Jones
something?
continues to cut into
Oh yeah, it's
the
a
lead a little bit.
no.
Yeah. So, again, I think what's really going to be the decider here is obviously the Atlanta metro area. That's where all the votes are.
Yeah.
So, please, Atlanta, please report some sane days soon. I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait that long.
Especially going to Fulton and Cobb. Especially those three.
Oh yeah.
I find U.S. politics just interesting from primaries to college. To a college, Philippine politics is just messy and tiring. Well, Philippines is the Asian U.S. as they say, I think. So
No, I thought they said that Philippines is the Asian Africa.
I don't even know what you mean by that. Like,
No, that's what I saw. Oh, for the DC mayor's race, Donald Trump said that he suggested a federal takeover of DC if Democratic Socialist-backed Janice Lewis George came out on top.
he always says stuff like that.
I mean, Muriel Bowser, the incumbent Democratic mayor, has actually played. She's
He
kind of.
does.
She's been nice to the Trump admin, I guess you could say, but JLG will not be that soft.
I think Roy Cooper wins by 78. Maybe. I think he'll win by a more modest margin, more like 5.
And VoteHub just projected Mike Collins as the winner.
All right, sure, okay. I think we're really being early with these calls, but maybe they know something we don't. Remember the Mary Peltola House race in 2024? Wasn't she
Yes.
predicted to win like Bob Casey Jr.? I think so. But
Yeah, Peltola kind of.
yeah, I think she would have won if she could have won. She would have won and could have won if the environment was less red. And she almost got close to winning even under the red environment that she lost in. It's just that Kamala Harris didn't do well nationally. Her opponent was pretty strong, and Nick Begich, who obviously carries a family name in that state, and it was just too red for her.
All right, look. Big
Ooh,
announcement.
we got some results.
Look,
in
NBC
Oklahoma.
projects Mike Collins to win.
Well, okay, never mind then. All right, okay.
Yeah,
I'll
no,
shut
it's
up
because of
then.
the outstanding vote. I'm gonna read some comments on it. Roaring Rick, Mayor Bowser is very moderate. Yeah. Mayor Bowser, popular mayor. I guess. Warhammer, you think Democrats win the Texas Senate race if the overall generic ballot is D+8? That's a toss-up. Actually, I would say Tallarico's gonna be narrowly
We got some
the underdog.
voting in Oklahoma, guys.
Did we?
Oh, we have Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Kevin Hearn's only at
Not
69% in his Senate primary.
got a lot.
Jenner Drummond starting out on top. But remember, this isn't okay. We just got some more vote. Okay, so this is what we're looking at. Jetner Drummond, the Attorney General of Oklahoma, sits in the lead at 28.5%. Trump-backed Mac Mazzei sits at 27.5%. Chip Keating sits at 16%. Charles McCall sits at 13%. Jake Merrick sits at 11%. All other candidates sit at 1% or lower.
You
So
didn't need to read all that.
Mazzei and Drummond,
Can we
they
just
are
take a
clearly in
moment?
the lead here. They're double digits above the third, fourth, and fifth place candidates. So it seems like Drummond and Mazzei will be
Can
the
we just
ones
take a look?
who will
Can we
advance
just
to a
take a
runoff.
moment to admire the beautiful map that is the Republican primary in Oklahoma? With the
Yeah,
governor's race. Look at
it's
that
gonna be
map.
it's
Look
gonna
how
be a
colorful.
mess. It's gonna be a mess. I can already tell.
Other
And
side just saw.
where's
I wanna, if I could just at least process the Georgia call for a moment there.
Oh wait, give me one sec. In the first congressional district of Oklahoma, this is Hearn's seat. Mark Tedford leads Trump-backed Jackson Lawmeyer by around a point. So that's
Okay.
Tulsa.
All right.
Did New York
I
Times
just need to
call it?
process that Georgia. I just need to process that Georgia call for a moment there,
Oh,
because like, that kind of came out of nowhere, to be honest with you. But I guess I guess I understand what they're going for.
New York Times has live forecasts. Okay, so they say that they believe Collins will end up with 56% of the final vote, and they rate the Georgia governor's race. Actually, no, they don't have a rating for the Georgia governor's race, but
I
th-
um
they're
well,
giving
maybe
Collins 56.
I don't I don't know about that, but okay.
Oh, we got like 18 more votes from Alabama, from Escambia County.
Lovely.
Moore got
18 more
12 votes,
votes.
and Jared Hudson got 6.
Lovely. 18 more votes. Truly, truly something amazing to watch. So I want to check in on some Republican incumbents because, sometimes in these primaries, you got Republican incumbents doing very badly because they're old and no one likes them. So Frank Lucas in his primary in District 3 in Oklahoma only got 73% of the vote right now.
Tom
So that's
Cole's only
interesting.
at 72. And then
Yeah, Tom Cole's only at 72.
Brashean's doing fine. He's at 80.
Yeah, he's
Also,
around 80. Josh
the state
Breach.
auditor or state treasurer primary for Republicans, the incumbent is losing
Oh, for
uh,
Oklahoma?
to the state auditor.
You guys
The
got to give me your
state
New York Times link.
Oh.
incumbent state auditor against the incumbent.
Oklahoma's rejecting their minimum wage increase.
No, yeah, Noah's ahead right now.
And Noah's ahead by how much?
5. 4,
Yeah,
actually,
5.
closer to 4.
Okay.
It's obviously like a Oklahoma City strongly yes, Tulsa strongly yes, and then the rest of the states just
Oh, wow.
no.
The incumbent Republican treasurer, yeah, he's down by 24, 62 to 38. Interesting.
What?
The incumbent Republican treasurer in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel like there has to be a story. There has to be a story behind that.
Okay, DC, let's start reporting. I gotta see what happens here.
Hold on, I need to look at this straight treasurer guy. Todd Russ. Surely there's something interesting about him. I can't even find anything on it. Oh, he's the. Okay. Okay, surely someone must know why Todd Russ is doing so bad in Oklahoma, right?
I think it's because he might be facing, because I believe Cindy Byrd is the state auditor or like the Secretary of State or something.
Like, has he said anything bad about Trump, or it's got to be something? Because this doesn't happen out of nowhere.
Oh, we're over half reported in Georgia.
Cool. What came in?
I don't know, but we're over 50.
I don't see it updated yet on my screen, but that's okay.
Yeah, it's still at 44 for me.
It's at 51 on New York Times.
Well, give me your New York Times link.
Warhammer Gamer. Yeah, I don't see Dooley winning yet. He's gonna lose by 10 or more. Rip Roaring Rick. Why Susan Collins and Zach Long instead of Platinum and Rob Sand? Yeah, like I feel like you would be somebody to support Rob Sand, Warhawk. Okay. Ooh, Jackson's gonna fall below a 15-point lead. It seems. Still only 170 votes coming out of Alabama. Strong reporting there. Actually, no, it's doing better than
I know,
DC.
right?
It's definitely doing better than DC though. So, I mean,
Well, not really.
well, DC is 0.
Dooley is cooked.
Arya in the
Yeah.
Democratic
Duh.
primary for governor in Oklahoma has 236 votes.
Yay!
1.6%. It's actually not too bad. Cindy
She's
Munson.
probably gonna end up with a good chunk of votes by the end of this. Like, I'm thinking maybe 5,000 or something. 3,000. At least 1,000, I think.
Yeah.
Keppendorf's cans are doing so bad so far with the votes in. I know it's a double loss for Kim, really, honestly. His lieutenant governor, who he endorsed, is going down, and his Senate candidate is going down. It's very funny. And you know what? Yeah, I see why they called it now. Collins is getting massively with the same day vote. So I guess the Trump candidates getting the same day vote push continues.
Oh, Jackson fell to just a 12.2% lead.
Johnson because he's pro-business and cracking down on crime. What crime is going on in New Hampshire? Honestly. What crime is going on up there? Isn't New England like the safest place in the world? Like,
Yeah.
what crime? What crime?
Heard you the first time.
What crime?
Okay, Alabama, good stuff, good stuff. 110 votes on the Democrat side, 170 on the Republican side. Very nice, very nice.
Cool.
Oklahoma, 8%. DC. Okay, wait, Warhammer, perhaps it's gonna be closer than especially, wait, what race? Um, I think Indiana, Corinthian, Manchester. John Sununu because he's pro-business. Oh, that's a comment, okay.
Rick Jackson's lead continues to dwindle.
I think in Manchester,
at
there's
around
crime.
24%.
There's crime in Manchester. Oh, good heavens! Whatever will we do? No.
Okay,
the
wait,
New York Times link didn't work.
Results in different areas. Majority college educated areas, Jackson plus 21.9. Higher income areas, Jackson plus 21.9. Areas that voted strongly for Trump, Jackson plus 5.9. For the Senate side, I don't think we have anything. Oh, actually, no, we do. Higher income areas, Dooley plus 3.7. Areas that voted for Trump strongly, 18. Collins plus 18.7.
Guys, someone's gonna give me like an extension to get rid of these paywalls. I know one of you has one.
An extension? No, we do not use extensions. We pay New York Times to give us election results.
Who is we? Well, you know what, chat. One of you has got to have an extension to get past this paywall because it's annoying me.
Would you vote for me as governor if you were in Iowa and Maryland? Yeah, I would vote for you, Warhawk.
There's crime error. I was sport on tough on crime candidate. I mean, I get that, but like, remove paywalls, Chrome. All right, I'll check that out. I have to get rid of this Chrome paywall. It's going this New York Times paywall.
Yo, DC, start reporting. Stat. Hearn got to 70. Okay. Oh, Masai is down 0.74. Okay. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I mean Drummond and Masai have like 100% chance to advance enough. I mean, I could see Drummond defeating Trump back Masai in the
Yes,
runoff,
it worked.
but
Thank God.
what?
Whew. The paywall. I think the extension worked. Wait, did it? I'm just making sure. I mean, I can't really click on the counties. Oh no, maybe this didn't go. Oh no. No.
You must pay. You
Well, I don't
can't.
think that one worked.
You can't take shortcuts in life, DJ.
Yes, you can. I'm a Microsoft Edge. I'm also a Microsoft Edge.
Oh,
It just
big news.
It won't.
We just got 44 more votes from Alabama.
Woo!
Lawrence
44
County,
more.
a rural county, 1% of votes in.
44 more votes, ladies and gentlemen. Let's clap it up. Give it up for Alabama.
Wait, is Donald Trump seizing the ballots in the DC mayoral race?
Maybe. I gotta see if there's a paywall remover. Figure it out, buddy. I need one right now. Cause I can't do this. Oklahoma Republican primary governors so messed up in an interesting way. Yes, these Republican primaries are often messed up in an interesting way. Why is Alabama so slow right now? I don't know. You know what? Alabama is another one on my list of states that people should be ragging on for counting slow, along with Mississippi and Maine and Oregon and Utah and
No.
a few others.
Wait, are you just stay up until Utah next Tuesday?
We'll see. I don't know what my schedule looks like next Tuesday.
Well, I mean, we know you're gonna be there for Maryland, so.
I'll be there for New York.
Well, okay, dude, if you're gonna be there for New York, you gotta be there for Maryland because Maryland's just so base, dude. Actually, no. I mean, no. When Tron wins, you gotta be there to see it, bro.
No, when McLean Delaney wins, I'll be there to see it.
When Trump loses.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to phone. Yeah, I'm gonna phone bank for him for like 3 days over the next week. Guys, together we can win.
Who's we?
I think Ben McAdams wins in Utah. Well, yeah, I mean, progressive splitting the
Most
vote there
likely.
because
Yeah,
dude, Liban Mohammed,
progressives are
he's
splitting the vote.
I mean, Mohammed's a better candidate than Blowin. It's just that Blowin, he has.
I think we've got like a few more votes from Alabama.
Oh, actually, we do have so many votes, including from Clark County, 29 votes, and then Hudson won 90%.
That's something.
Tea Party,
I think.
invite me to the GC. Wait, check your DMs, Tea Party. I gotta tell you something.
Do. Let me see how John F. Kennedy is doing. How's he doing? He's at 46% right now. In the Georgia lieutenant governor primary runoff thing.
Hopefully he wins.
Yeah. See what these other runoffs
JFK
look like.
wins. He should run.
It's like the
for
same money
Texas.
on the Democratic side, essentially.
Secretary of State runoff. That's obviously you don't know that's going.
Yo, thank you for the super chat, Tea Party Politics, $2. Thank you for that so much.
Okay, Attorney
Session.
General's call.
Yay! Thank you, Gamer Dog, for giving me the resources that I need. Now I can now I can actually do things. Oh, I didn't even need. Well, you know what? Never mind. I didn't. Never mind. It even asked me for the paywall this time. Well, I guess it just feared the paywall so much it just automatically gave me the article, I think.
Yeah. Welcome to the
aura of
stream,
paywall.
Tea Party Politics. I just wanna take a moment and thank you so much for that $2 you just super chatted us. Thank you so much, Tea Party.
He says he was bribed.
I was bribed. Those who know.
I don't know what he was
I
talking
don't
about
know,
there.
actually.
Yeah, me neither. I don't know. I just said it randomly.
Yeah.
Cool.
Alright, Tea Party,
cool,
what are
cool,
your
cool.
opinions on the results out of Georgia so far?
I don't know, man. I just logged on. Wait, didn't the football coach like lose the primary or something?
Yes,
Yes,
yeah,
the
he's
football
gonna
coach did lose the primary.
Okay, so Ossoff is gonna win. Okay.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's
don't
gonna
think the
win
football
either way.
coach would have won anyway.
Yeah.
No, I
It's gonna-
think Dooley still would have lost by like 4.
What's your thoughts on the how's the Georgia governor going?
Jackson's up by
Jackson
10.2.
It's still a toss-up.
Yeah, Jackson is, really doing well against Jones. So, yeah.
We have seen Jones do better in the election.
Davis
debate,
Sharp,
but, you
which
know,
one is
not
the
that gonna be
Democratic
enough.
Socialist in D.C.? For mayor, it's Janice Lewis George. Councilwoman Janice Lewis George.
I want to ask this: is political dynasties in U.S. a big problem? Not anymore. Not necessarily. I mean, you've got like a few that are still around. Like the Kennedys are obviously never going to go away. The Bushes too. They're never going to go away. But more so, political dynasties are local. Like in Maine, you've got two children of
Pingree and Shaw.
Maine. Yeah. No, not Shaw. King.
Oh my god, my bad.
This guy.
I
Yeah,
just
you
named the
got
two people
Shelley
we were leading,
Pingree's
bro.
daughter. Yeah, you got Shelley Pingree's daughter and Angus King's son.
Angus King Jr.
Both running.
Son.
Angus King Jr.'s son, both running for governor. In Alaska, you've got Lisa Murkowski, who's the daughter of her father, who appointed her, and then you've got
Gwen
the Begich
Graham.
family there, which is like a whole other thing.
Gwen Graham in Florida.
Yes, Gwen Graham, she's a member of a political dynasty in Florida. David Perdue is a member of a dynasty in Georgia. Who else? I think that's it. Oh no, wait. No, never mind.
I mean, there might be a couple more. I mean, you got Cuomo. You got Sununu.
Yeah, Cuomo, Sununu, obviously, in New Hampshire, obviously. Debbie
Landrieu.
Dingle in Michigan.
Well,
Yeah, Maryland. The Landrieu's in Louisiana. The Pryors in Arkansas. There's a whole list out there. They aren't that common anymore, though. Really, the problem is like with more just establishment politicians who've been in Congress forever. That's how you end up having dynasties.
Did you say the Udalls in Arizona?
Well, not just Arizona, but New Mexico,
Yeah.
and Colorado, right? Yeah, or that's the Southwest. Yeah, that's what the Udalls are. Pelosi, California. Oh yeah, true. I forgot her daughter is also a local official there.
Bashir's in Kentucky. You're right, man.
Yes, Andy Bashir is the son of a former governor. It's damn. Maybe dynasties are more of a problem than I thought.
Oh, Casey in Pennsylvania.
Yes, Casey in Pennsylvania too.
Well, I mean, those aren't exactly dynasties. I feel like dynasties you gotta have
Yeah,
at least 3 family.
yeah, they aren't necessarily dynasties per se, but it's like, you know, it's just a politician passing on their legacy to their son or daughter. They're trying to build a dynasty. That's what I'm looking for. They're trying to build a dynasty.
Oh, almost
Begich
every
family has
county in
Republicans and
Oklahoma is
Democrats.
reporting.
Strangely, yeah, the Begich family is like that in Oklahoma, in Alaska. What in the world am I looking at right now?
What?
Nothing.
Okay.
Well, actually, yeah, yes, something. I was looking at the Oklahoma Senate primary on the Democratic side. I don't even know what's going on there. It's like an artist canvas.
Listen. I mean, I feel like when the colors are too light, that's a problem with me on New York Times. Like the colors are too light. They should add a dark mode on New York Times.
Remember that California race where the colors were literally just the same?
No, it was the same on DHQ as well.
Yeah, I don't know why they do that. I guess maybe because it was nonpartisan, but like that shouldn't stop you from differentiating the colors. Come on, guys.
Oh, we reached over 1,000 votes counted in Alabama.
Yay! Don't worry, guys. By 9 p.m., we'll reach 2,000 votes counted in Alabama. Oh,
More
now
like
we just did.
1,500.
We just got over 2,000 votes. Well, never mind then.
Oh wow.
Okay, maybe that's something.
Okay, there's got to be some tampering with the ballots in DC because why are we taking so long to report votes?
I don't know. I wish I could watch Kornacki to see what's going on. Maybe they'll report their votes by 9 or something. I don't know.
He's just talking about Georgia.
Oh, okay. Landrews, Louisiana, were a dynasty, but Southern centrist Democrats are gone, so they don't have a dynasty anymore. True. Bidner's not my cup of tea. Well, he's not a lot of people's cup of tea.
It seems
But
like
you might be
everybody on Twitter
names.
believes that the Metro DC DSA is gonna have a very good night for the mayor's race and the city council races.
Perhaps they will. Perhaps they won't. I don't know.
Where's
It is kind of funny how the Georgia Senate and governor's primaries are sort of like the opposite in color.
Yeah.
And now I see, yeah, so Burt Jones is now doing better in the South. And Rick Jackson is doing better there in the North still. So it took Jones a while there, but he got there. He got there in the South. He got there.
10% reported in Oklahoma. So
Cool. I'm a Dem socialist, so that's why I like him. Cool. We all love Nithya Raman. So true, so true.
so true, bro. So true.
Socialism is kind of like communism with a new name.
Okay, buddy.
I mean, yes, that's not no. I mean, I don't want to be that guy, but you know, like communism is like a stateless, classless society.
Moneyless, yeah.
You know,
And socialism
yeah.
is just workers have means of production while also having a decently big welfare state. And also a lot of other things like social programs.
Yeah.
Are there any Republican socialists? MAGA for Mom Donnie was the funniest
Also,
thing ever. It was so real.
Why is Hearn doing so bad in the Panhandle? He's getting below 50% in all 3 Panhandle counties.
You know what? I don't know. You never know what's going on in these races, do you?
No, dude, real election fans analyze every single race down to the precinct.
You know, maybe if we had Cyrus here, Maybe he could explain the dynamics of the Republicans, because
So, do you want to make the video for the election overview tonight?
well, I'll only do it because it's my state.
Yeah, I like doing the election reviews. It's like I rate this election a 5 out of 10 because it was fun.
5 out of 10 is 50%. I don't think, that's not good, buddy.
Aria got 2%.
Oh, W.
504 votes.
Guys, she's gonna get 1,000 votes. Believe in Arya. Let's go, Arya.
No, she's gonna get like.
Let's go.
Wait, she can get She can get to like 3,000 votes. Who knows?
In these solid Republican states, I'm really just looking at the Democrats for now. You know what? Yeah, that's also something to watch. How are Democrats turning out compared to Republicans in these primaries? Now, obviously, in Oklahoma, they're getting outvoted like double digits. So, yeah.
As expected.
Yeah, but if you remember back in the Texas primaries, Democrats actually outvoted Republicans in that state, which is the first time they've done so since 2002. So, maybe that's a sign of something. I don't know.
Yeah, so far, I mean, what I saw with how many votes were estimated remaining before we got stuff, the Republicans were outvoting the Democrats in Georgia by a lot, but it's mostly because they don't have any competitive races, really. So
I think if Diego Morales nominee Bo Bai wins, yeah, that Indiana Secretary of State race could be very interesting. Bo Bai, who, by the way, another political dynasty.
Oh, Bai.
Yeah, son of Evan Bai.
That's Bai? Really?
Yes, it's Bai. Evan Bai, Bo Bai. Baby Bai, Bai, Bai.
Thank you.
Okay, but
Yes.
DDHQ projects Kevin Hearn as the Oklahoma Senate race person.
Shocking. Who could have seen that coming?
I know.
Hey, Tea Party, if you want to, like... Wait. I'll DM you.
oh god, that the Oklahoma $15 minimum wage, the no is ahead by 10.
You know what I'm just now seeing here? That the governor's primary in Georgia has more votes than the Senate primary so far. 456,000 and 452,000.
Wow.
Very interesting. I mean, it doesn't really mean anything, honestly, but I don't know. Maybe that does mean something.
Maybe.
Moderator
New York Times just called it for Collins.
Oh, well.
Oh, finally.
Yeah, they've been called it, actually, I think.
Yeah, it got called.
I just didn't even say anything because we already know.
Yeah.
Moderator on this channel is easy, not many bad people. True.
Yeah, not many bad people at all.
Yeah. Actually a chill chat. Which is surprising considering, this is politics we're talking about. But
Was Water not actually in the chat this time?
he said, I think, a few messages previously, but,
Oh, okay. Well, I don't really care about him too much.
Yeah, we just keep him at a distance.
Yeah.
Far away. What do you think Trump's after the presidency looks like? If he has one? I don't know what Trump will do after he's president. Well, he'll probably go back to Mar-a-Lago. Probably keep golfing. I don't know.
He would still control the Republican
Golfing
Party.
till he croaks.
He would be like the controller of the Republican Party. Still.
Yeah, probably. But maybe not.
His handlers on Truth Social, obviously.
Yeah, but can the Republican Party really survive without Trump?
Probably
It's
not.
It's something I've been really thinking about because when we have to prepare for a post-Trump era if there's ever even such a thing. And like, how is the GOP going to be able to turn out their rural voters without Donald John Trump? I don't
They'll
know.
put out the full name.
I don't know if
45
this
minutes
is a hot
until
take or
results out of
not, but I
DC.
think Trump is croaking before the 2028
disagree.
presidency. No.
He gets the most
No.
elite healthcare
He'll
ever.
live until then.
He
Yeah.
gets all the taxpayer funded healthcare. So I think
He'll
he's
pro-
good.
he'll keep declining, no doubt about that. I don't know how bad it'll get, but he'll keep declining. I don't think he'll croak though. He's not at that point.
Okay, what
I
year
think
do we say he kind of
The
passes
chance of him
away?
getting assassinated is a lot higher than like him dying of like natural causes or like sickness or like illness.
I don't think he's
True.
gonna get assassinated, but
I don't know.
Yeah, I
mean,
think people will stop trying at this point.
I don't know. Maybe.
I guess if I had to give a date for Trump's return to sender, probably in the next decade. Like once you get into your 80s, that's when your body starts really getting really frail. So
yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe the saying is right, and bad people live forever, and he'll live to 100, like Henry Kissinger. I don't know. Trump dynasties. Trust me on that when he leaves in the White House. No, I don't think he's gonna have a dynasty. Donald Trump Jr. is to put it mildly, not okay.
He's like he tries way too hard to be Trump. But
And he's also, he has a white powder problem. So there's also that.
Hunter Biden, Jordan. I'm kidding.
Imagine Hunter versus Donald Jr.
Hunter versus Donald Jr. It's over.
Oh yes, we're gonna have.
I would-
younger versions.
I would actually just cry if that happened.
Right in FDR.
I don't know what I would do.
So true. Laura Trump may run for office. I think she was gonna run for North Carolina Senate, but then she didn't. So, I don't know. To be honest, they'll all probably become just like Fox News hosts or something.
So nothing from DC.
Yeah, nothing from DC yet. I don't know what their problem is.
This is a tragedy to me. Vohub projected it for Hearn.
Okay, we've got a. I was gonna say significant chunk. It's not that significant, but we've got something from Alabama.
2%.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think it is interesting to know the counties that Hudson is leading in, the counties that Moore is leading in.
Yeah.
So Hudson does seem to be cracking into Moore's congressional district, which is in the south. So that's something.
With there's 2 counties here.
I mean, it's so early, so it doesn't really mean anything. But still, you gotta take what you can get. Oh, let me try back in on this minimum wage primary question.
It's like falling short by 10 right now.
Yeah, Noah's leading by 10. It's probably gonna be no. Oh no, Oklahoma, what are you doing?
It's,
Oklahoma
it's all the Republican areas strongly voting against it.
What are you doing, Oklahoma? I mean, yeah.
But we still have look, there is a lot of vote left from Oklahoma City and Oklahoma County
And Tulsa. So
and, yep.
maybe.
It could narrowly pass. Same with Cleveland County too, which is just south of Oklahoma City.
We're about to hit 10K votes out of Alabama.
Oh, almost an hour after polls close.
Better than DC.
Why does the New York Times Unlocker has a free limit?
Yeah.
What? No, this can't be.
Unless you want to create all emails.
Ugh. Why are you like this, New York Times? I hate you. Oh, I guess I can't check in on Oklahoma anymore. Oh well.
Yeah, I mean DHQ is the one that's got the minimum wage question on it. You can use freely. That's the only thing I have it up for, though. Jones is definitely doing better. South Georgia.
Better than he was at the beginning of this stream.
Your county's going to Jackson. How do you feel about that, DJ?
I'm not too surprised.
And to Collins by 22.
Actually, I guess it. Maybe I am. I don't know. Well, no, because urban. So that might be. Yeah.
Oh, a county that includes the city of Albany. Awesome.
Imagine living there. It's gonna be me.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Collins flipped to Helena Metro counties, but I don't think they were already his shade of red.
So about the whole
Jones
minimum wage thing. The problem with the minimum wage and the wages in general is that they haven't kept up with inflation. And so what the federal minimum wage is $7.25 an hour, and it hasn't been raised since 2009. And obviously, like, inflation has increased a lot since then, and prices have increased a lot since then, and wages haven't kept up. So raising the minimum wage is sort of a band-aid fix to a problem that, we should have already fixed. We should just have the wage kept up with inflation. But since we don't, we have to like artificially raise it. That's going to cause all sorts of problems.
7 and 25 ain't gonna cut it with the current rate of inflation. Okay, Jones is at 46% now. Yeah, it's gonna be close. Let's see what Koraki's saying.
Yeah. Okay. Still nothing out of DC, and we're 5 minutes away from 9 p.m. So almost an hour out, and we have no votes from the District of
Um,
Columbia. So,
do we have any
They are
other
ballot
states
harvesting in
closing?
DC.
California's
Oh.
14th district.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's funny. Okay.
Oh,
Dude, why are you trying to suppress the rights of the people of, of the
no is
14th
ahead
district?
by
I'm
12.
not suppressing their rights. I'm just not watching that because like that's 11 p.m. and I've got things to do.
That's fair.
I've got a channel to run.
Noah's ahead by 12 now. Not looking good.
Oh boy.
Need that Tulsa and Oklahoma City if they want a chance to have that $15 minimum wage.
We do have something from Alabama. We got 5% in now, so it's at
Wow.
least somewhat significant.
I guess.
Hudson continues to do well in the Birmingham area so far, although we don't have that much from the area. Moore is doing well in his congressional district in the South, so far as expected, although he's losing 2 counties in his district, so I don't know what that's about. Oh, Wes Allen is losing his primary in the lieutenant governor's race so far, and he's what is he? He's like the Secretary of State, I think. I don't know. It always gets so confusing when you get all these statewide officials running for other statewide offices. It's like a mismatch.
And they want to stay in power so bad. They got to run for another statewide office. It's like in Ohio, didn't like all their statewide officers run for like another office? I think that happened in Ohio.
Where? In Ohio?
In Ohio.
I think
wanna
so.
say
I
they're,
think so.
Treasurers running for like attorney general. There's Secretary of State's running for like.
Yeah. And in a California, who was it? I think Eleni Kounalakis, who's the lieutenant governor, she's running for treasurer, and the treasurer is running for
Lieutenant Governor Fiona Ma.
Yeah. You see, it's and then of course in Georgia, all 3 statewide Republicans ran for governor.
Oh,
none of them are gonna win, so I don't even know what the point of that was.
Javier Becerra, he filed something, and it was like Javier Becerra for superintendent 2030.
Did he actually?
Public superintendent of public instruction.
Did he actually file that? Why? What?
That's when his term would be up. Why wouldn't he just run for re-election?
No, you guys can't comprehend the mind of the goat.
Buddy, don't even talk about it.
His
I'm gonna
mind
make you do
is too powerful for us to comprehend.
I'm gonna make you do your Becerra apology right now.
Anyways, we got 7% in Alabama now. Moore's up by 13.6.
Just avoid the question.
Oklahoma, yeah.
Conveniently moves on the question.
Okay. Let's read the chat. Warhammer Gamer, never know what's going on. What are you guys talking about? Who is John Wall? I don't even know who John Wall is.
I don't know.
Yeah.
He's a guy that exists, I think, maybe.
Let me look it up.
Oklahoma's deadly minimum
guys,
wage, which is insane.
How do you like the new thumbnail style, by the way, guys?
I don't think it's insane. Unless they're immediately raising it, then that could be a problem. But if it's a gradual raise of the minimum wage over like a few years, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But I haven't.
So John Wall.
Yeah, in Oklahoma, but I haven't.
Former chair of the Alabama Republican Party.
I haven't read the question, so I don't know.
It's gonna like raise it from like 12 to like It's like 13 and then 15.
Wait, Oklahoma State question
It's
832.
9 p.m.
Okay,
Eastern time.
Okay, hold on. I just want to read this real quick. Oklahoma question 832 is an initiated state statute that will appear on the ballot. If passed, the initiative would incrementally increase the state's minimum wage from $7.25 to $12 in 2027, $13.50 in 2028, and then $15 in 2029, with further increases permitted to adjust for inflation.
Oh wow,
So-
I have a swap one.
I don't think that's that bad.
I think it should be passed.
Also, the fact that it only goes $1.50 from 2027 to 2028 is kind of wild.
Kind of weird.
Someone should have done their math on that.
There's a similar thing going on in my state. It's in the legislature. It's to make the minimum wage go up
But-
gradually.
By the way, I have that funky feeling that Becerra's not going to survive a recall election. I don't even want to think about that because, like,
He probably would because
he will, but it's just like it's gonna be so annoying hearing the most annoying people ever use identity politics to defend him. I can feel it coming from a mile away. He's a Latino governor. We gotta support him. Oh, I hate it.
I mean, he is a Latino governor, so you got to support him, man.
yeah, just because he's Latino, you just have to support him.
That's the
You gotta-
only reason.
Support him over the billionaire.
Which U.S. politicians do you think are truly evil and no good in them? Mitch McConnell, definitely. Randy Fine also.
Yeah.
April
Sorry.
McLean Delaney.
I think that Oklahoma State superintendent guy, something's wrong with him mentally.
April McLean Delaney.
David Trone, too.
No, I don't think so because David Trone is actually the Tom Steyer of Maryland's 6th Congressional District.
Well, Tom Steyer didn't say the N word.
Dude, Trone didn't either.
Oh.
This
Trone
is
didn't
true. He
Trone didn't
implied
say
it.
the N word.
He
What?
implied it. He implied it.
What? Okay. Can we steer clear from topics that haven't been mentioned since summer 2024? Bro, Trump did not say the N word. That's just a fact. Oh, okay, why are we laughing at the N word? Come on. I like Steve Hilton. What are we doing, Russell?
Steve Hilton's gonna win the general.
True.
It would be so funny to see a British guy be a governor of California, honestly. That's the only reason I could ever come up with for voting for that guy. Like, just hearing, I'm the governor of California.
That was good.
That would be the only reason I would vote for him.
I know. Bro, Mitch McConnell is my senator. I'm so sorry for you, Davis. I'm so sorry for you. All I can do is pray for you.
Oh, okay. Well, this doesn't matter too much, but DDHQ projected Rick Jackson to win.
Cool.
Oh, he will win. But
I mean, yeah.
Jones is timing up quite a bit.
Trump did say the N word. Did he?
Well,
I don't
Trump
think so.
definitely has said the N word in like the 80s. Or
I mean, he is racist, I think. But he's in the he's a different kind of racist. You know, he's like northern racist. You know, because like there's southern racists where they actually just say the N word, and then there's northern racists where it's like
Andrew Cuomo.
yeah, where they're like I don't know how to describe it, but you know, it's a different. It's a subtle.
Like
Very
Michael
subtle.
Bloomberg.
Yes.
Why is like every
Yes,
single New York City mayor like racist? Except someone. And like Eric Adams. But Eric Adams loves everybody.
Yeah. I think I don't know where I heard this before. Well, I know where I heard it. I heard it on Twitter, but I think it was something like Southern black people they wouldn't mind black people as their neighbor, but they wouldn't want them as their boss. Northern people don't want black people as their boss. No, wait. Northern black people don't want black people as their neighbor, but they don't want black people as their boss. I think that's what I heard. So it's like Southerners wouldn't mind being friends with black people, but they don't want to work for them. but Northerners would rather work for black people but not be neighbors with them.
Yeah, that really just comes down to mindset.
It's the whole thing. Has Obama said the N word? Maybe, I don't know.
Probably.
It would be.
Surprised.
That would honestly be so
Wait,
interesting
why
to
is
see him
this a
say the
topic we're
N-word.
bringing up on stream though?
Why are you so nervous about the N-word, Marilyn? It's just a word.
Okay, fine.
Unless you have some
Wait.
past statements you want to talk about.
Jackson, by the way, he might hit below 5. If you guys don't know, because if you look at the votes
Trying
left,
to
if you
change
click,
the subject.
if you
Just
click,
conveniently
dude, I just
moved on.
have like this. I have kind of a nervous thing when it comes to it. Wait, why can't I click the votes left? Wait,
Jesus Christ.
Obama said
Oh.
P word way back in 2004-3.
Where's
Oh
the
yes,
votes?
I know. That's
the fuck?
the famous line.
Wait, where's the option?
he said that Oklahoma State question is ahead by 13.6.
Yeah, you guys got to tell me what's going on in Oklahoma because I can't.
Where
see.
did the buttons go to switch to the New York Times map to votes left? What the hell?
Oklahoma just doesn't like me today, it seems.
Okay, here it is.
Actually, we've got something interesting from Alabama. We've got Birmingham, like
Oh,
a
really?
tiny bit,
Oh, yeah.
the tiniest bit, but yeah, Jared Hudson is leading with 72% of the vote. My God, Jesus Christ, that's kind of
Okay, that's
insane.
very, 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 very small.
Yeah, that's a very small amount of votes, but that's still interesting. 72%. If that somehow holds, this could be an interesting primary.
Could be decently close. Yeah.
Mom Donnie is the best thing to happen since Trump was elected. You said that like Trump being elected was a good thing. So I think you want to rephrase that. I'm not black, DJ in Maryland. Well, dang.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I am though, so I don't. Yeah. Bring the swamp, Mitch McConnell, Javier Becerra, Katie Porter, Mitt Romney, George Bush, Nancy
Katie
Pelosi,
Porter?
Andrew Cuomo, Janet Mills. All right.
Katie Porter? Wait, Katie Porter's not a part of the swamp, bro. She's just kind of stupid.
No, she's just
Yeah,
a war knight, which
is pretty cool.
Mom Donnie is the only good thing to happen. How's that? Yes, that works. That's why grammar and word choice is important, folks. Mickey Mouse 2028. Haha. So true. Oklahoma is still looking really weird right now. So many colors. But Gentner Drummond narrowly leads in the governor primary. So that's cool. And Arya is actually nearing 2,000 votes on the Democratic side. Isn't that cool? Let's go, Arya, guys. Oh, wait, she just crossed 2,000 votes. Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
All the votes counted in California? No. There's like a 30-day deadline for all the votes to be counted in the state. And some counties are really taking their time. Let's put it like that. So, no. But if you are wondering how many votes did Steyer get since you asked,
He lost by like 200,000.
Steyer has 2.1 million. Steve Hilton has 2.2 million, and Javier Becerra has 2.5 million. So, yeah, it's kind of how the votes are shaking up right now.
My dear DC, where are your votes?
They're never coming.
Should I go there right now and check on the polling places to see if they're tampering with the ballots?
Bro, why is Jared Hudson doing well in Birmingham so far? I gotta be honest with you. I don't know. I wish I knew. But I don't know. I genuinely have no idea.
Released the following statement. Donald Trump's handpicked candidate, Mike Collins, is a notorious bigot, anti-Semite, and extremist currently under federal investigation for the illegal misuse of tax dollars. Collins, who's only a congressman because his daddy was a congressman, voted to double health insurance premiums for more than 1 million Georgians for the Iran war and for the Trump tariffs.
Mike Collins is also, dynasty. His father, Matt Collins, was a congressman. You see how this all is just, it's just all connected. Life is all connected. It's crazy, right? Oklahoma voters reject the state question. Is that like officially projected by who?
Let's see.
Because I can't. New York Times doesn't like me right now, so they won't let me check.
No, New York Times is not projected.
All right, was it DDHQ or something?
Probably.
Projected what?
The
Oklahoma question.
It's still uncalled.
Oh well, I guess Warhawk just called it for himself. Then I mean, it went fair.
But it's no is ahead by 14.
I think if Porter wasn't in the race, the majority would have went for Sire. Maybe. I don't know.
He would get a good chunk of them, not all.
It's hard to say. I think the lesson about that race to learn is that Steyer needed to boost Hilton up. Not Hilton. Bianco up more, because the gap wasn't. But the gap was never going to be between Steyer and Becerra. It was going to be between Steyer and Hilton, and unfortunately for Steyer, Hilton got more in that gap.
Yeah, I think if you wanted to get Bianco to at least 15% of the vote, then you would have a chance. But
I support the idea of draining the swamp, but Trump did not drain the swamp. True. He is the swamp. In more ways than one. And I guess New York Times was right when they said Mike Collins was going to get 56%. Yeah,
he's at 56.1.
Why is Derek Dooley winning this random county in northeast Georgia? 61-39. What is this about? What are we doing?
There's always that random county that goes a candidate's way.
I know it's
That
and then
one
Burt
random county.
Then Burt Jones is winning these counties in northwest Georgia. It's so weird. Oh, Burt Jones is winning Henry County now.
Oh, Ruha Rahman, who, at one point was a candidate for Georgia governor, she has won her runoff for the Democratic primary for Georgia State Senate. So.
Who?
Ruha Rahman.
Oh.
You
Cool.
remember, right? Yeah. Okay, 60% to 40% against, I don't know his first name, but
Do you think
Garibati.
Rick Jackson has a worse or better chance of losing to Lance Bottoms? I don't know. Both of them are equally terrible, in my opinion. Rick Jackson is a healthcare executive and a billionaire, which is like, just pure corruption. But Burt Jones is also like very MAGA and very right wing and is also corrupt. So like, neither of them are good.
Yeah, I think.
What is
both of them are
DC doing,
better.
bro?
I guess Jackson might be better. Maybe he could. He does sort of have that outsider vibe, as Kemp described it. Kind of. He can portray himself as a political outsider.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Says Jones needs to get 59% of the remaining vote to win.
Yeah.
And nothing out of DC's. And the Oklahoma State question update, no has pulled ahead by 15.
People who count DC votes fell asleep. True. They took a nap like I did.
No was ahead by
When-
15, did you say?
Yeah.
Holy. Oklahoma,
no.
what are you doing?
No, just
I'm not
split
surprised,
King
though.
County, too.
What are you doing, Oklahoma?
Yeah, it looks like no is gonna win.
Mhm.
Shame.
Trying to look at like at anything to find out when when DC is gonna release its votes. Can't seem to find anything right now. So let's see. Election results will be posted after all the polls close and the last voters in line at 8 p.m. have cast their ballots.
Is this DC?
That's not. Yes, that's DC. I mean, it's not helpful, like at all. But okay. I mean, I would think the last voter in line at 8 p.m. has cast their ballot by now, so you know. But whatever, I guess. How many ads does Rick Jackson have? So many. But like there's two that I know. There's one with Brian Kemp saying that, Rick Jackson has been a great supporter of mine and that race has been a right for a political outsider. That's the one that I always get. And then
Weren't
there's
they also still running on that he supported Abrams or donated to Abrams? Just
I don't. And then there was another
I
ad
think that
that
was
said
Burt Jones ran on.
there was another ad that was attacking Burt Jones that like Burt Jones took away houses using eminent domain. Which I gotta be honest, I've never seen it. I've never seen someone use eminent domain as a in an attack ad before. So that's at least interesting.
Oh, the one I get now from David Trone is the one that has that touts his endorsement from the National Education Association.
Yeah.
That's
Did you guys see the new Shrek trailer? I did actually. It was interesting.
1 week from now, we will know who will be the next U.S. representative from Maryland's 6th district, and it will be David Trone.
Hey, that's your third. It's your third time talking about Tron on this broadcast. I think.
Let's save it for the 23rd.
See, right now we're talking about Alabama, we're talking about Georgia, we're talking about
Dude,
Oklahoma.
if DC was gonna report, I would be talking about
Maryland.
DC right now, dude.
Well, DC, they're all dead. They got killed by
Is
Donald
DC
Trump.
still not reported?
No.
Donald
Man.
Trump gives them all like
DC, what are we
sleeping medicine
doing?
to
We can
protect
talk
them.
about
Louis George from-
Alabama though. There's so much interesting stuff in Alabama, guys. Because like
Oh,
we actually got a quarter of the vote in now. It took
On
an
the
hour and
Republican
change to
side.
get there.
Barry Moore is definitely going to win at this point, but
Yeah, most likely. 64-36 in Mobile. Still interested to see how Birmingham turns out. Tuscaloosa
Yeah.
is tied, it looks like.
see more
So
buzz
that's
out there.
interesting. Huntsville, Montgomery. Nothing from Dothan. Zero DC votes is crazy. It is. I don't know what's going on with
I don't know. Something going on.
We're gonna end up approaching Arizona levels of counting at this point.
Arizona just reports all their early vote and then just stop counting for like a day.
That is true.
That's what California did, too, kind of.
Yeah. Yeah, California, Arizona have similar vote counting systems than that.
Yeah.
Some Democrats are brainwashed into liking Massey because he's anti-Trump, even though he's very conservative. Well, I don't know about brainwashed, but you know, they don't really have like a political coherent ideology, so they just end up doing stuff like that. But there is reasons to like Massey. You know, one that he's not a fan of people who like children too much, which you'd think would be a common position, but apparently not. My closest DC friend's entire family is voting for Janice Lewis George. Nice. Maybe we'll see her win tonight. Maybe. I don't know, though.
I don't know if anyone's going to get over 50%.
I don't even know if we're going to see any votes tonight at this point.
Also, John F. Kennedy is still behind.
No. John F. Kennedy. Please. We need you to win.
Yeah.
Just for his name, we need him to win.
Exactly.
So yeah, that's probably the reason a lot of people just voted for him is because of his name.
All the Oklahoma Republicans won their House primaries, but of course they did terrible because, of course they did. Frank Lucas is only at 71. Tom Cole is only at 71. Breachen's doing the best at 79%, but, you know, still. And then in the first district, Mark Tedford has pulled ahead. I think he was the Trump back candidate.
No,
right?
Lohmeyer is a Trump back candidate.
Oh, well, Lohmeyer's down then.
Well, yeah, they were gonna go to runoff though. So,
Does Oklahoma has runoffs?
yeah,
Yeah.
50%.
I genuinely didn't.
Yep.
Well, I didn't know that. I mean,
Most southern states do.
well,
Okay.
I know. Well, you know, it sort of depends. Well, North Carolina has a
it's like Burt Jones is
35%
gonna lose.
rule.
And you have to have a second place requested.
Burt Jones has lost. All right.
Says who? According to who?
NBC says.
Oh. Oh. Nice. Cool.
Yeah.
Man, they are far behind New York Times.
I need near DC to report.
Oh no, wait, no, they.
No.
Oh no, we know they are. They just have a lower percentage of vote. That's what's going on. Well, what do you know? Your favorite politician in the entire country? Ooh.
Probably David Trone.
All right, that's your fourth Trone mention, buddy.
Not a
I get-
surprise.
Mine would have to be actually probably Zoran, honestly. He's like,
Really, not like Daria Liza or Claire Valdez
No.
or Chris Rabb.
I don't really care for them, but Zoran is like, he has this energy that you just don't see often. Like, everyone in politics is so old and decrepit and old, and I think I said old, but Zoran is young, he has energy, and is charismatic, which you just don't see often. You really don't.
My favorite politician in America is Steny Hoyer
So true.
Why?
So true.
because he's old. We love our old people.
Because he has spent his entire life fighting for our country.
You know what? If I had to guess, my favorite old politician would be Bernie, but I think you wouldn't be surprised by that.
No, it would be David Trone. Are we serious?
But he's like
How
71
old
or
is David
something.
Trump? Isn't he 70?
Yeah. April McLean
Honestly,
Delaney is 62.
Honestly, what are we what are we defining as old here? Like over 75
Probably like
or
70 or more.
I don't
Old is
know.
like over 65, I'd say.
No, 65 is like sometimes because some people don't even retire until like 70.
Yeah, 65 is the new 50.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
Trump lost tonight for Governor Crazy. Oh yeah, I didn't even really like get to talk about the gravity of that. But yeah, Trump lost his pick in Georgia governor, and like I said, a double loss for Brian Kemp tonight. His governor pick and his Senate pick both lost. So there goes Brian Kemp's political power, I think.
It seems like very mortal win.
It looks like
Well, actually, wait.
DHQ called no for the Oklahoma
If
question.
Hudson can get 2/3 in Jefferson, then he can
They're not
pull
gonna
it
have
off.
$50 minimum wage.
Yeah. Did you know that a Simpsons writer is running for U.S. president as a progressive Republican? What?
Yeah, he is.
Who?
Yeah, this is true.
Dan Greeley or some.
Oh, okay.
You can find him on Wikipedia. It says that he declared.
Cool. Very good. Very few good politicians in my state of Illinois.
Greg Bovino has formed an exploratory committee.
Yeah, I've heard about Illinois.
We're all
They've
voting for Greg Bovino.
They've got problems there. It's a very machine-oriented state, so someday they'll figure it out. I think maybe.
Oh, my seat elected a progressive fighter in 2022.
Who?
Wes Moore.
Oh,
Because he beat the former Dan teacher. People don't credit him enough for doing that.
I mean, I guess so.
Oh, DJ John F. Kennedy lost.
No. This is a sad day.
Oh, tomorrow's
all of
video,
us.
guys. You can watch it now if you buy the membership, but tomorrow's video it's a very exciting video.
Now?
It's a very exciting video. Wait, what did you say, DJ?
What do you mean watch it now? What's tomorrow's video?
You can watch it now if you buy the membership. Oh, tomorrow's video is you can check by yourself because you're the you can find it.
Yeah, Illinois is very establishment Democrat. Yes, it is. Chicago politics are still very machine oriented.
Yeah, very establishment. Oh, trust me,
Oh no, Keiko Fujimori just won.
Says who?
Or Hawk. But he's
All
right though. Keiko Fujimori will win.
All right. DJ, you're smart, so hear me out. I'm saying this from a center-right perspective. Why does MAGA not want to release the files, fund unnecessary wars, and inflate the economy more? Because MAGA is a cult. There's no really other way to say it. It's a personality cult. There's no coherent ideology behind it. It's all a cult around one man. And well, obviously when that man goes away, who knows what will happen to it, but like, yeah.
Don't worry, guys. I'll take over as the leader of MAGA.
Around me, there are these two people that I see that walk around town, like in my area all the time. They have Trump 2028 hats on. Every freaking time I see them. Sorry. Like, it's insane. That's how you know it's a cult.
Yeah.
That's how you know. They have Trump 2028 hats on. Every time I see them. Every time. Like,
I
think they even have a flag at their house too with it. Like,
yeah. Which U.S. territory is the most swamp and the least swamp?
Most swamp is probably like it's like Massachusetts or New Jersey or something.
Oh yeah, New Jersey's probably up there. They've got a whole county system. It's a whole thing.
Least swamp, it could be like
Illinois is up there.
Least swamp could be like Alaska or something.
Yeah, probably. Alaska probably would be the least swamp because there's just well, I mean, there's ice there, so there's no swamp. But
Thanks. Okay.
like, yeah, it's just so distant apart from the rest of the country. So all the intricacies of national politics don't really get to like play out there fully. Why is the Republican Party of Trump and MAGA now since like mid 2010s? It's a long story. Which
I just
guess
got
could
some
tell
mac
'cause
and
it's not like we're
cheese.
doing anything. All right, buddy. Don't be big backing on us right now.
Oh, did you get food again? Did you go to the grocery store?
No, I've literally been here since the stream started.
Well, no, like, did you go to the grocery store? Like, because a couple days ago you were talking about how you had no food.
With what car?
Bro, it's been like a week since you said that you had no food. Go get some food, bro.
I still have no food.
At this point, just walk to the. Yeah, how are you not starving to death? Because you mean
Fast
like you have
food,
no
that's
food,
how.
literally, or
I've got no groceries in my freezer, so I'm just living off fast food each night. Yeah.
I could do that as well.
All right, let's move the conversation back to what I was talking about. So, why is the Republican Party the party of Trump now? Well, it's a long story, but basically, the Bush era, right, sort of died in 2008. Obviously with the election of Obama and the Great Recession and all that, and then of course with the Tea Party wave of 2010, that sort of was like proto-Trump, if you will. That rise in that sort of backlash to Obama gave rise to people like Kevin McCarthy and Paul Ryan and all those people. But then when it came time for Trump to get on the scene in 2016, that was after Republicans had lost to Obama in 2012. And a lot of people don't know this, but like the GOP did not take Obama's win in 2012 good. They took it really, really hard. They were not happy. And that anger and I think resentment over at Obama winning in 2012 when he really shouldn't have, considering like the economy was not doing that well back then, I think it sort of led them on the path to Trump. Then of course, there's political realities and all that sort of stuff. But anyway. California, Illinois, and Texas is a swamp. Least swamp, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan. Forgot about Minnesota. Yeah. But yeah, Cali and Illinois are very swampy. And Texas is as well.
I gotta get off for the night, but thank you for having me on the stream.
Yeah, we hope to see you back next Tuesday, Jake, where we will all be cheering
Yeah,
for.
I will.
Yeah,
probably be here.
Awesome.
We'll all be rooting for April McLean Delaney.
I will try to be here as one of April McLean Delaney's most staunch supporters. I'm going to wear my April McLean Delaney MAGA hat. She has a Make Maryland Great Again hat that she has in her store. So I'm going to make sure to wear that.
Yeah.
We should all wear those hats.
Sounds good. No, for every time you guys mention April McLean Delaney over the next week, I'll phone bank one voter for David Trone.
Sure, buddy.
Okay. All right, bye guys.
Bye. Also, we should talk about why DC has no votes in it. We should talk about that. I don't know what's going on there. I wish I could tell you, but I cannot. I genuinely don't know.
What if they're tabulating RCV before they release the preliminary results?
I mean, that's kind of the only explanation I could come up for, because there's no reason for this. It's been an hour, and a half.
This is not normal.
I know Arizona releases their votes an hour after polls close, so I'm expecting with Arizona. But DC, what are we doing?
They're all dead.
Keo, The Florida poll is basically a Democratic poll. It's a change research as a Democratic pollster.
That's a Dem internal.
Well, maybe not internal. No, it might be an internal. It probably is, but change research does
here's a
internals.
question for you, boss.
Okay.
Here's a question for you, boss. Maryland, why is Trone your most favorite?
Okay, look here. David Trone,
Here we go, boys.
he is not bought out by the corporations or any ideological pacts because he's just so great that he can self-fund his own campaign, and he is a progressive fighter that will fight for the policies that will make life for everyday Americans better once in Congress. And when you compare him to his opponent, April McLean Delaney, you see here, I mean, really, she's also very, very rich. She can easily self-fund her own campaign, but she kind of just takes APAC and corporate PAC money for the fun of it, I guess. But she has voted with the Republicans 22% of the time in just one term in the United States House of Representatives. Just imagine how much damage she would do in another. And also, her husband, John Delaney, is equally unhinged. I mean, John Delaney, he literally left his seat to run for president starting in 2017, and then he dropped out before Iowa. So, the Delaneys, they're really just an egotistical bunch, and they should not have a seat in Congress.
And I hear that stuff every day.
So, Maryland, you want
times a
David
day.
Trone to win? Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
You guys should really wonder how I haven't gone insane hearing that over and over and over again. That spiel.
That's all he talks about.
Anyways,
Hey, well, it's all gonna end next Tuesday, so you guys should be looking forward to that.
Okay, I mean, okay.
Indiana, Maryland, I don't know much about the candidates, but I'm going to support your candidate because I want you to be happy. Thank you so much, Indiana. I know you've always been by my side, and I really appreciate your support. Russell, you want Trump to win too? Awesome. Awesome stuff. DJ, who is your most favorite and least favorite politician? That was a question from Davis Sharf. DJ, are you there? Okay, I guess not. I'll ask him that question for you, Davis, once he comes back. Warhammer Gamer, David Trone is likely going to destroy Delaney in the primary. So true, Warhammer. Warhammer, you're speaking facts, straight up facts right now. Oh, okay, more. Yeah, he's kind of just staying in that 58-60% range. Hearn. Oh, his actually to fall below 70%. While Oklahoma has counted 70% of its votes in an hour and 40 minutes, Alabama counted 44%, while DC has counted 0%. So, amazing. Guys, who are you guys supporting, and who do you guys think will win in the New York primaries? We got some really interesting House primaries in New York next Tuesday as well. So, who are you guys looking at to win and support next Tuesday in New York? Also, is DJ back?
What's going on there?
Dude, there's so much going on in New York, dude. It's crazy.
Let's see, what districts are we looking out for?
We're looking at like 5 districts, dude. New York 6th, New York 7th, New York's 10th, New York's 12th, New York 13, New York 15.
Hold on, I gotta get them up on my list so I know which ones I'm gonna be looking at. And you're very educated on these, so.
Also, the comptroller of the state of New York might get primaried as well. So,
okay.
DiNapoli. Russell, is Trone behind in the polling? Well, the Delaney internals have her up by like 15, but the Trone internals have him up by like 3. So I would say Delaney is the favorite right now. But, polling, I don't think internal polling is going to be a very significant factor in this race. And Trone has outspent Delaney by a lot. So we'll have to see what happens. Davis Sharp, DJ's not back yet, I don't think. So I will ask him your question when he's back.
Oh,
Tell me the case. I haven't really looked into. Okay, well, since nothing's really happening in the races right now, I'll give you a rundown. I'm gonna go to DHQ for this. So we're gonna go to DHQ right now. I have a list here on my watch list. So starting off in New York 6th Congressional District, incumbent Democratic Representative Grace Meng is facing a primary challenge from progressive Chuck Park. Now, this is an interesting one because unlike most of the other House primaries between an establishment incumbent and a progressive insurgent, Zohran Mamdani or the New York City DSA, neither of them, or AOC or Bernie, like neither of them have like come out and backed Park. So maybe this isn't a race that a lot of them are watching for, but Park, he could definitely put Meng into a tight race here, but Park is not likely to win. In New York's 7th Congressional District, this district contains most of what you would call the commie corridor in New York. So this is like Astoria, all of that stuff. Now, an old guard, not really an old guard, but Nydia Velasquez, she's a very old progressive, and she's retiring. So you have a clash between Velasquez, who endorsed Brooklyn Borough President Antonio Reynoso, and Claire Valdez, who is backed by Zohran Mamdani. This is probably Zohran Mamdani's best shot of winning a House seat because it is an open race. But Valdez is likely, I wouldn't say likely, but she is the favorite to win. But this one's going to be very close because Julie
Hold
Wan,
on.
she's also going to take a good bit here. Are you back, DJ?
Maryland.
How
Yes,
about
I'm
New York?
back.
Davis has a question for you. He said,
DJ, are you back? Yes, I am back.
he is your favorite. Who is your favorite and least favorite politician? DJ?
He's dead again.
Okay. Maryland, Trone is onto something. Anti-corruption, affordable prescriptions, and the Bipartisan Mental Health Act. So essentially the opposite of the swamp. Send this guy to Congress. Yes. Keep speaking, Indiana. Keep speaking. I want Grace to win. Yeah, wait, Russell, I think you're a moderate Democrat, right? You are a Democrat. You're not an independent. The 7th Congressional District, yeah, like I was saying, Julie Wan, she's a state senator. She's gonna get third, which is gonna make it close. Honestly, it depends on if Wan is gonna take more votes away from Reynoso or more votes from Valdez, but this is gonna be close. Cause I mean, this district voted for
I've
Mamdani by a
returned
lot.
again.
Okay, wait. So Davis's question was, who is your most and least favorite politician?
Well, I think I said my most favorite was Zohran Mamdani.
Yeah.
My least favorite, well, there's a lot of people I don't like. It'll probably have to be Randy Fine, actually.
What about Democrat?
Oh well, I guess if we're going by party, well, my most favorite Democrat would be Zoran again. My least favorite Democrat would probably be, either Jared Golden or maybe
KR?
or maybe Maggie. Oh yes, John Fetterman as well. But like, I don't even really consider him a Democrat anymore.
Yeah.
But also Maggie Hassan. Like, people don't talk enough about how bad those New Hampshire Democrats are.
Hey, I mean, Chris
There's-
Pappas is gonna be better.
Doesn't
though.
she like vote with Republicans or something?
Yeah.
No, the New Hampshire senators are like the second and third most Republican Senate Democrats.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna continue with my New York House ramp. So
Oh Lord, no.
in the 7th district, it kind of depends on if Juan takes more votes away from Valdez or Reynoso. But at this point, I would say Valdez is the favorite, but Reynoso can definitely take it because we've seen in some special state house and like local races in New York that the Mamdani endorsed candidates haven't like won too many votes. And some Mamdani endorsed candidates actually win less votes than their opponents because their opponents are not nearly as bad as like say Andrew Cuomo. So that might be why some progressives but aren't endorsed by Mamdani, such as Antonio Reynoso, can still win. Now in the 10th congressional district, here, Mamdani backed. This was the first Mamdani backed candidate, former New York City Comptroller Brad Lander. He's absolutely gonna cook the pro-Israel Democrat Daniel Goldman. Now Goldman, you might know him, but he's kind of cooked. He's lost by like double digits to Lander in every single poll. and this one's really just done for Goldman because he really has no path. Um, so expect a easy and quick and swift victory for Lander next Tuesday in
Let
the.
me interrupt. If I had to pick my favorite moderate Dem, it'd be John Ossoff. I wouldn't consider him a moderate Democrat, but like he's a liberal, just a plain old liberal. Chuck Grassley is one of my least favorites. That's interesting. I would not I would never consider that. Chuck Grassley is like he's one of those guys that's just been there forever, and you kind of gotta love an old man like that.
No, he's like
He's like-
John Kennedy. They're both like so funny and old.
Chuck Grassley's well, Kennedy is funny in the Southern way. Grassley's funny in that. Oh my gosh, this guy's 92 years old and he's still alive.
Okay. So New York's 12th congressional district. This is obviously Jerry Nadler's district. The first time the state has been open in a good bit. Now you really have 4 frontrunners here, but only 2 of them, or I guess 3 of them, if you want to say, can win. So Alex Borez, he's the first candidate. I guess he's taken up the progressive field. All the progressives ended up supporting him, even though he does have his critiques. Michael Lasher, he's backed by Nadler. It seems like even though he is almost as progressive as Borez, he is the establishment candidate in this race. Jack Schlossberg, he's kind of just doing his thing. I mean, I guess he tries to LARP as a progressive. I mean, he is the only one who supports Block the Bombs Act, and also really focuses on, I guess, grifting.
He's also the grandson of JFK.
Yeah. He also kind of just grifts on supporting Mamdani, and I guess this district did vote for Zoran Mamdani, so I guess that might just be to get votes. And then you have George Conway. He was a former Republican, so expect him to. He's not going to win, but he might get third, actually. But only really Boris and Lasher can win at this point. Schlossberg might be a dark horse, but this is going to be a very interesting race to watch. And then in the 13th district.
Okay, no, I gotta stop you. We gotta give people breaks because of your little rant going on there. What's wrong with pro-Israel Dem? I'm one of those. Well, Russell, being pro-Israel is not really a good thing in today's Democratic Party. It's like a 90-10 issue, by the way. So there's that, and also the fact that Israel is the one that dragged the U.S. into the Iran war, and the ones who want it to keep going. So if that doesn't make you less pro-Israel, they support Donald Trump, well then, I don't know what to tell you.
Oh yeah, Russell. Jack is endorsed by Nancy Pelosi, so,
Grassley did file paperwork to run in 2028. Hey, he might do it. He might just do it.
Okay.
Might be that guy.
New York's 13th congressional district, where you have the recently endorsed by Zoran Mamdani, Dara Eliza Avila Chevalier. She is primarying the Congressional Hispanic Caucus chair, Adriano Espaillat. Now, Espaillat, he tried to primary an incumbent before he was elected to office. So
I think he did primary an incumbent before.
He failed, and then he won an open seat.
No, I thought he, but.
Oh wait, no,
Hold on,
no, it was a link. Okay, wait, my bad.
I'll look this up.
No, he lost his first time.
Yeah, I'm sure. I know he lost his first time. I'm trying to figure out whether he won the second time.
Wait, let me check. I got it. I got you, bro.
No. I got it.
Yeah, no, he lost to Rangel and he won the open seat. I was correct.
Oh, okay.
He lost to Rangel
Yes,
twice.
Wait, you tried to primary him in 2012?
Yeah, in 2014.
Interesting. Anywho.
Captain Jake, what is up? Welcome to the stream. Warhammer Gamer, if he's still alive, will probably... yeah. But yeah, what I'm saying is, Espaillat, he's kind of fallen in polling. He might be cooked as well, but he does have a much stronger chance to survive than, say, Lander, right? But who knows, man? Chevalier, she might pull it up. Chevalier, she's kind of surged in the very recently, because she only got the Mamdani endorsement very recently, but this is gonna be a very interesting one to watch. And then in the 15th district, Richie Torres, he's not nearly as at risk, but Jose Vega and Michael Blake, these are two progressives who are trying to primary him. Expect Torres to win by a large margin, but he's gonna get a pretty bad percentage of the vote, maybe like in the 60s or 50s. So yeah, watch out in the 15th district. And then in the 17th district, Democrats have to nominate their candidate against Michael Lawler in November. So there we go. That's New York. If you guys want to hear my Utah one, you can do so as well.
Please no. Please no.
Utah's first. Actually, no. You know,
no,
DJ,
no.
I'll let you explain Utah's first.
I don't even know what's going on in Utah.
Oh, cool. Barry Murr won.
I haven't kept up in politics in a while now.
Yes, you have.
You know, I'm running. No, I'm running a channel. You know, I can't be focused on like house primary and like district far away. You know, I can't be focused on like that anymore.
All right, okay. I'm gonna go back to the election results because I was kind of just waiting for DC to report.
Maryland, are you a blue dog?
Yeah.
He
No.
is not.
Oh, Republican.
Either
Rick
way.
Jackson has won the Republican primary runoff. Projected
No,
by New York
duh.
Times. He will win by low
Richie Torres
single
will-
digits, though. So
Richie Torres will win by a lot. Sadly, he will, and that's very sad because I have never seen a man so robotic in all my life. Genuinely, like I don't know if you guys know this, but if you watch Richie Torres' interview with Adam Freeland, I don't know how a person can be that robotic. It just doesn't make sense to me. Like, Utah first, Ben will win. Law, let's go, Blue Dog. Yeah, Ben McAdams will probably win that.
he will get less than 50, though.
As possible Democratic candidate for 2020 presidency. I don't know. It all kind of depends on the campaigns that the candidates run. You know? Who's robotic? Richie Torres. He's very, very robotic. If
Yeah, it
you
looks like, not to interrupt, but it looks like Barry Moore's gonna win like every county in his district. So
cool.
Yeah.
Do you all like share the channel? No. Maryland is the boss. I do videos sometimes.
And then everybody else is kind of just a guest on the streams, but not
They're
really
a contributor.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm just a person.
My eyes are red from staring at my computer for so long. I think you need to like blink every now and then, you know. That might help.
And then after June 23rd, we get the runoffs in Louisiana finally.
What? Oh, I was about to say what runoff, but
I mean, well, I
yeah, no one
guess
cares.
Lela's gonna
No one
win.
cares about
July's
that.
got like nothing.
And then June 30th, that's gonna be exciting. Colorado. It's gonna be
Is that it?
yeah, that's it. No, but
Yeah,
Colorado
it's just Colorado. On the 30th.
Colorado gets way more than it should this year. Like a competitive Senate primary, a competitive governor primary, 2 congressional districts.
Yeah, stop yapping. Okay, let me just make sure. So June 23rd, that's the big day, Super Tuesday, or
Not
4,
really.
whatever.
Only 3 states, but one of them is New York.
I
Yeah,
said
New
Super
York.
Tuesday is like 6 states or more.
Well, shush, it's a good name. June 30th is just Colorado, and then July 21st is Arizona. 20th
Yeah.
is a random Georgia House special. What
For
is
David's,
that? What is that?
Scott.
David's? Okay, no one cares
Yeah.
about that.
Whoa.
And then also
whoa.
the South Dakota governor's runoff for some reason.
Well,
And then
that-
August 4th is a big day. Kansas, Michigan, Missouri,
Yes.
Washington State,
Yeah.
and
That's-
Virginia.
That's our next Super Tuesday after.
Oh, Russell
August
Lindsay.
6th is Tennessee. August 8th is Hawaii for some reason.
Wait, Russell Lindsay, you
And
want to join the stream for Colorado to talk about your state? Well, guys, if you want to join our streams for any states that you might be a part of, you will have to join our server on Discord. If you guys do want to join the server, and even if you don't want to join the stream, you can join our server on Discord. I'm gonna put it into the chat right now. So,
And then August 11th is Connecticut, Minnesota, Vermont, Wisconsin. August 18th is Alaska, Florida, Wyoming. September 1st is Massachusetts. September 8th is New Hampshire. The 9th is Rhode Island. September 15th is Delaware.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Delaware with their late ass primary.
They really need to move these primaries up. Like, what are we doing, folks? Paying attention to the election, quote unquote. I don't. What?
Like September is so close to when early voting starts in October, so it's like.
Anywho.
What happened?
Maryland, my political views are complicated. I endorse Dan Osborne, John Ossoff, David Trump, Johnson, Uzak, Lana Cornyn the same day. That is something. That's what we like to call the median voter. You got a mishmash of politics and whatnot. My stomach is growling. That's not good. That means I'm hungry.
Anyways, guys, if you do, the Discord link is right there in the chat. So if you do want to join, just click it, and it'll be.
Oh, by the way, in Oklahoma, the governor's primary. Oh no, wait. I'm sorry. I'm not even looking at the governor's primary, but the House primary. Mark Tedford and Jackson Lawmeyer will advance to a runoff, and no call in the governor's primary yet for some reason.
Maybe they see a path for Chip Keating. Oh no, they do. There's no path, bro.
I mean, Tulsa. No, that's Massey.
Wait, Massey, like Massey.
But it has a Z.
Still.
I eat less when when tracking elections. Cool. I used to be MAGA, then I gained some sense. Oh dang.
Captain Jake, no audio? There's audio. I don't know.
There should be. I hope so. Please.
Somebody tell him in the chat that there is audio.
I can't have been yapping all this time for nothing. Right?
Yeah, Davis, you're in the Discord server, dude. Welcome into the Discord server. Davis joined the Discord. That's awesome, Davis.
Davis Scharf.
Captain Jake, it's good now? Awesome. Oh, George Santos, this is the first time I've seen you all stream. What's up, man? Okay, Barrymore.
You should totally hop on stream. I don't think I've ever heard your voice before.
Yeah, he doesn't speak.
I know. I was like that once. If Robson wins his governor's race, what margin do you think he wins by? I was thinking 1 to 4, maybe more. That's probably what's gonna be. Ooh, the boss is leaving the stream. Well, guys.
Yeah, Kornacki just the stream.
Now it's time for me to be in charge.
Oh, Keela Thomas advances to runoff. Okay, cool. And then Oklahoma Governor Drummond and Massey will advance to runoff.
Kevin Hurd did kind of bad.
He won every county, so.
Well, not really. I mean, I guess he could have done better, but like, it's a pretty alright performance.
Yeah.
Oklahoma governor now runoff. Yes, they did call that. Well, no, well not on NBC they didn't, but it will go to runoff. No one's gonna get 50%.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, last night Seth Moulton debated the Republican presumptive nominee for Massachusetts Senate.
Dang it, you came back.
No, I know. I'm not gonna leave for like a billion years. I just had to get water.
But I wanted to take over the stream.
So now you want to take over the stream?
Well, now I do, yes, because I get to drudge you in secret.
Yeah, I was like a room away. I could hear everything, bro.
How dare you? By the way, what's your opinion on the Senate races, DJ? Well, I think Georgia will go blue, obviously. North Carolina most likely will go blue as well. Maine will probably go blue, but I don't even know. I think it'll go blue, but that race is out of my hands at this point. That race is its own race right now. Put it like that. Michigan, I think, will stay blue. Ohio, Alaska, I do think Maripotola is positioned to win. You know, Dan Sullivan, I think, is going to get KC'd, as we call it. Texas, as much as I want him to win, I just don't see it right now for James Talarico. Not yet. Like in all the polls that he's leading in, he's only at 44 or 45%, which is like the Democratic floor in Texas. And so for me to be confident in him winning, I need him to be like getting 48% of those polls, you know, because that'll show me, you know, that, hey, he's actually improving, you know, he's winning over voters. It's like me with the Georgia governor's race. I didn't think Keisha Lance Bottoms was going to win the governor's race yet until I saw a poll that showed her leading. And now there are polls that show her leading, and now I believe that she's going to win.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
There was an internal that had her up like 13 against Jackson.
Wait.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay, I know. I've talked so much about this, but so April McLean Delaney, you know, she's campaigned on like she released an ad about her being the woman in the race and fighting for women, and then today David Trump just got the endorsement from the National Organization for Women PAC, so it's really beautiful.
All right, that's your final Trump talk for the night.
Okay. Warhammer. I know Zach Walls was. Did you guys answer this question?
No, I didn't look at that. I know Zach Wall was the more progressive candidate, but I think Turek is a more electable candidate. Perhaps, but like, neither of them are that interesting. Isn't Talarico winning in like every poll so far? He's winning in a few of them. He's also losing in a few of them. But it's just in the ones that he's winning at, he's only at like 44 or 45%. And that's sort of my problem. Because like, that's the Democratic floor in Texas. Winning the polls is one thing, but I think people don't talk enough about the actual percentage that the candidates are getting in the polls. So like Roy Cooper, in his polls, he's not only leading, he's getting over 50% over and over and over again. So that shows a clear victory for him. Talarico, in his polls, he's only right around 45%, while Paxton is like at 40%. What ends up happening usually in that case is that Republican voters end up coming home. So undecideds end up breaking for Paxton. So, yeah. Until Talarico gets to like 48% or higher in leading polls, then I might say he'll win. But for now, he's not there yet. He's not there yet.
Yeah, he's got room to win, though, I believe. I mean, Paxton is a horrible candidate, so.
My district is Lauren Boebert. She may be in trouble.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, and that's a double-digit Trump district, by the way. Like, I don't even know how much Trump won that district by. I'm looking up right now.
Like 12.
He won it 58-40.
Oh shoot! Oh my god.
It's a plus 18 Trump district, and she only won by what, 11? Like,
oh yeah, 11 on the House. Oh my bad, bro.
Like, Democrats winning a Trump plus 18 district would be so funny, and I would laugh so hard. But yeah, I think so. Her opponent's former combat veteran, she moderate. Any
What?
district Boba touches, she makes it competitive. True. Just put her in every single safe Republican district, and guess what? It'll magically become competitive. Let a million Lauren Boeberts bloom. I fear Paxton will win because this is giving 2018 Senate. Well, one thing to give Tallarico supporters a little hope is that Beto O'Rourke never led, I think, in any Texas Senate polls back in 2018.
He led in like
Tallarico,
two.
yeah, Tallarico is leading in multiple, so that's at least a sign of something.
Yeah.
It's not much, but it's something.
Oh,
So
Chevalier kind of lost the debate tonight.
says who?
Espaillat.
Okay, I don't believe him.
You, mm,
Ken Buck won by 32 points in 2022. Then Lauren Boebert won by 11 points in 2024. Yeah. I mean,
Bro,
to be fair,
Ken Buck.
all of Colorado's districts are shifting left anyway, so, you know. Yeah, but still, that's so funny.
Dude, I'm so interested to see what happens in the Malat Kairos primary challenge against Diana DeJet.
Why have we got nothing from Birmingham yet? What the actual heck?
I have no idea.
What if
7.3%. I mean, Hudson's lead has been shrinking with every drop, though.
y'all got to get on Alabama for counting slow now?
And DC. Ranked
Yes.
choice voting fucked
Yeah.
their state.
Everyone needs to get on Alabama and Mississippi and DC for counting slow. Okay, those are the three new targets. And it's still California too, but yeah.
Yeah, California's. I don't know. They got to fix their voting. Their
The
vote
guy South
counting is-
Carolina governor runoff debate is on. Oh, really? I wonder how that's going. My mom's side of the family lives in Shelby County, Alabama. I know you guys didn't ask. Nothing wrong with that. We love hearing local perspectives.
1 hour until California. How special.
Speaking of Shelby County, it hasn't even reported. So you know what? Never mind.
It hasn't.
It has.
Oh, what? Oh, looks like the Democrats are gonna underperform Harris in a legislative election. In Georgia,
Yeah,
in Gwinnett County, but I kind of expected that.
interesting. Yeah, Georgia's down ballot races tend to be more red.
The Republican overperformed by 10.8. But I'm not really surprised by that.
Not really a hot take, but Paxton's the worst Republican candidate in the Senate yet. Well, Roy Moore existed. So.
Oh, let's talk about Roy Moore.
The bar is low, but we haven't gotten to Roy Moore levels. Or even, no, I was going to say Richard Murdoch, but no, Roy Moore is probably worse than Richard Murdoch was. The GOP has a long history of bad Senate candidates in this past decade.
Yeah.
Maybe that says something about them.
I wonder what the primary looked like for that special election.
Oh yeah, I love Richard Murdoch because he gave us the amazing Democratic senator from the great state of Indiana, Joe Donnelly.
Fun fact: my former high school teacher husband was Mayor Parker, where I'm from. Cool.
But what was the connection to his what?
He said his former high school teacher's husband was mayor of Parker, where
Okay.
I'm from.
Parker.
Parker, Alabama.
Colorado.
I've never heard of it.
Colorado.
Oh, Parker, Colorado.
Yeah. Oh yes, another thing I'm watching on Tuesday is the state senate president of Maryland could get primaried. So you're to see a lot
it's
of
not for
yapping.
going
on
against.
Tuesday.
It's not for going against redistricting or whatever.
Yeah, and also just because he's establishment.
Yeah.
There should be a session next month a special session to redistrict, but it would be for 2028.
You know, there's gonna be a special session in my state to redistrict. Gonna take out my congressman, guys.
Don't worry, bro. We'll take down Andy Harris for you, DJ.
All right, buddy.
What?
They're also thinking about eliminating an Atlanta-based district, apparently, too.
What? What did you say? PA?
No, but the redistricting session in Georgia about like targeting an Atlanta
Oh, yeah.
district.
They're gonna
Oh,
get
yeah,
rid of
that also-
Hank Johnson, I think.
And yeah, they're trying to squeeze another district out of Atlanta, which I don't really know why. Cause like
I wouldn't do that.
Cause like that's not going to be good for them long term, and it's also like making their other Republican districts less Republican. So, but
Yeah.
whatever, it's their decision.
I mean,
They're
They're
gonna
gonna
lose
lose
the Atlanta
that
one
seat
in a while,
eventually.
anyways. Yeah.
Don't forget Todd Akins, 2012, ran against Claire McCaskill.
Russell
Now he was a
Lindsay, I
horrible
hope
candidate.
Colorado will redistrict. So true, Russell. That's actually a very base take from you. Colorado
should redistrict for
must
2028.
redistrict.
But yeah, Todd Akins was also a horrible candidate. GOP just had a lot of bad candidates in 2012.
Eliminate
Like
all the Republican districts.
Todd Akins, Richard Murdoch, Josh Mandel.
Are we talking 2010?
I'm talking 2012.
Ah,
My family is pretty progressive, but our cousins are pretty right wing, both sides of the family. Well, that's why we don't like the cousins. Jared Polis is a do nothing Democrat, though. He's not even just do nothing. He's doing something in the wrong way. Like that's worse. That's worse than a do nothing. It's doing something in the wrong direction.
yeah,
Like, wasn't he a Reddit mod as well?
really. I did not hear about that story.
Yeah. That probably explains a lot. I think there actually are audio issues. Well, blame the boss, not me. I'm not running the stream.
What do you mean? I'm literally listening to the stream right now. There's no audio issues, bro.
I was so pissed Jared Polis' partner gave Tina Beers a free ticket out of jail. Me too. That's like one of those moves where you're just sort of like confused because there's no reason. There's no reason to do that. No one liked her. The Republicans wanted her in prison. And yet, I don't know.
Yeah, very strange. Ugh.
What happened with DC?
No
I
results.
wish I could tell you. I wish I
got nothing.
I wish I could tell
We
you.
might as well just end the stream, bro.
I mean,
Yes.
we're
My AirPods were drunk. Dang, I didn't know
After
AirPods could get
43
drunk.
minutes.
Okay, let's do our little closing sector then.
So
I really want Birmingham to freaking report, but I guess not.
I
We're
mean,
just not
Barry
meant
Moore's
to.
gonna win, but
I know, but like,
7.3%.
but like, it's gonna be somewhat close, I think. So like, you know, I just please,
I don't think
please.
it's going to report tonight.
Oh my lord, DJ, what are 5 Republicans you like? Ooh, are we talking present or
present
of
yes.
all time?
Do present.
Well, let me think. I guess Phil Scott.
Kelly Ayotte, Charlie Baker,
No.
Mitt Romney,
Well, yeah,
Larry
yeah,
Hogan.
Charlie Baker, sure. Mitt Romney, I think, has like a certain kind of charm to him that I can get by with. Chuck Grassley as well, as he's all right in
What
my
about
book.
Larry Hogan?
He's just
Yeah, I was about to say, what about Larry Hogan?
I don't really care for him. I was gonna say Massey, but I probably shouldn't.
Yeah, he's done enough
But
controversial things, I guess.
oh, I guess I'll do Brian Fitzpatrick. He's all right.
Oh, let's go. I used to be represented by him, so yeah.
Oh yeah, who are you representing right now? What the hell? Why did Lauren Underwood endorse Angie Craig?
Because they're both representatives.
Yo, but that's actually weird now.
It's not really weird. Our colleagues backing their other
Who's
colleagues.
represented by right now? Let's see.
And I don't like him, but Kevin Kiley, I'm almost impressed with him for his desperation to stay in office.
The only thing that
Like-
matters is winning at the end of the day.
Yeah, I know. I've never seen someone so desperate to hold on to power.
Especially to a
It's,
house seat, bro.
Yeah, like you could just move down south and get a house seat there.
Like-
It doesn't take all
Like
that.
what Daryl Issa tried to do. Issa. Remember when he wanted to run for Texas, like a house seat in Texas?
Did he?
Yes.
Oh yeah. That would have been insane.
Like
How
crossing
likely? How
three
likely?
states.
How likely is it that Trump will say fraud in the next 24 hours? Well, this isn't a Democratic primary, so no. But he will say that he'll probably say that like, I don't know, I wasn't informed enough, or I don't know, something. He'll use one of his excuses.
Okay, I see.
Also, New York Times officially projected, NBC New York Times officially projected Barry Moore as their winner in the primary.
Oh yeah, I think they did it like 30 minutes ago, something like that.
No, they only just did it recently.
No, it's
Yeah,
been
no,
out for a
Barry Moore
while.
is very well. No, for New York Times, nobody cares about NBC.
How dare you?
Also, Maryland, I'm represented by Brendan Boyle.
Why are there no votes in making Kelly
Oh,
Alabama with
Brendan Boyle,
74% in the GOP primary?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know, guys. Sometimes with these rural towns, they just count up all the votes and then release them in one batch, I think. Now, it shouldn't take them this long to count, but like, I don't know. I don't know. Trump pissed about Georgia governor race? Oh, I'm sure he's pissed. Actually, has he made a statement on that yet? I want to see.
No idea.
Yo, we're gonna get a projected winner in California's 14th before we get a single vote from DC. Are you silent, guys?
Yeah.
Alright, as a center-right,
Wait,
5 Democrats, I like John Ossoff, Mary Peltola, Rob Sand, Westmore, and David Trone. For Maryland, yes. Keep doing what you're doing, Indiana.
No, Indiana, don't fall into the Trone cult. DC, what the?
Yeah, they're probably
this is
just
worse than
tabulating every
California?
single round of ranked choice voting before they release the first round.
That That's the only example I can.
See ya, Warhammer. I hope you have a good night. Yeah,
I'm
we
trying
might
to find anything from Trump about the primary. I guess not.
we might as well start wrapping it up. DJ, do you want the
Yeah.
honors?
Hold on. I'm trying to find anything. What is this picture of Barrymore I'm looking at on Twitter? That's so disgusting. Trying to find anything. Nope. I can't find anything. Nope, I can't find anything. We'll get a statement soon, I think. Y'all should cover California. That's very funny, but no.
DJ, start concluding.
All right. Well, I guess just an overview of tonight's results. A big loss for Brian Kemp tonight, honestly. I mean, his Senate candidate lost and his lieutenant governor lost in Georgia, so that's one result there. So Brian Kemp's political power is done in Georgia. It's over. It's done. Alabama, Barrymore won as expected, although by a closer margin, I think. And we'll see what happens when Birmingham finally reports its votes, but I think it'll be a pretty close margin there. So a narrow Trump victory. But then also Trump lost in Georgia with Burt Jones. Nothing from DC because I guess they just don't like counting. And then Oklahoma, you got the Trump endorsed candidate and another candidate endorsed going to a runoff in District 1. The governor's race is going to a runoff. We'll see what happens there. And then the Republican incumbents all won pretty handily, even though they did pretty bad for incumbents because, of course, they did.
And in California's
and-
14th. We got.
I don't
know if Wahhab's going to be able to clear the 50% to avoid a runoff, but Wahhab will win, runoff or not. So, that kind of sums up for tonight. I mean, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, that wraps up the stream, ladies and gentlemen. If you enjoyed it, make sure to hit that like button down below, hit the subscribe button, and also ring the notification bell so that you are always notified whenever brand new videos or live streams happen here on the channel. And make sure to join us next week. It's gonna be a big day. Oh my!
Let's go.
Oh Lord. We have
That's
New
just a
York
prelude.
and what else is happening next week? I kind of forgot. New York, South Carolina, Utah, and Maryland.
Guys, please pull up next week. I'm skipping the David Trone watch party to be here. All right. Goodbye, guys. And that's going to be the end of the stream. Have a good night.
All right, bye.